To dream of a record 8th F1 world title, the Tifosi will be hoping the Brits can bring glory back to Italy. To many, Ferrari and Formula One are inseparable. They're the only team in the sport today to have competed in the first World Championship in 1950, are the most successful team in history and have built some absolutely gorgeous cars. Their first driver's title was won in 1952 by Alberto Ascari. Considered one of F1's most dominant and best-loved champions, he drove the iconic Ferrari 500 and defended his title the year after. It was Juan Manuel Fangio in his Ferrari 250 who secured the team's next driver's title in 1956. Remember, he was world champion 5 times with 4 different teams. Mike Hawthorne, Phil Hill and John Surtees also won titles for Ferrari in the 50s and 60s, and the cars back then were beautiful, and they even sounded great, didn't they? Anyway, Ferrari went 11 years without winning a title until Niki Lauda won in 1975 in the iconic 312T. Throughout much of the 80s and 90s, though, Ferrari looked like they'd never go all the way again. The Professor Alain Prost came pretty close in 1990, but lost out to his bitter rival and former teammate at McLaren, Ayrton Senna. It was only when John Todt recruited a swathe of staff from outside of Italy, including Michael Schumacher, that the glory days returned 21 years after their last driver's title. The turn of the century saw the prancing horse sprint to an unprecedented 5 consecutive championship doubles. And after Schumacher left, Kimi Raikkonen reclaimed the driver's title immediately. But despite employing 1,500 people, the Iceman remains the last Ferrari world champion. So, 16 constructors' titles, 7 more than McLaren, and 15 drivers' titles, 4 more than, again, McLaren. Ferrari are truly Formula One's top team. Forza Ferrari.
After 6 o'clock. Oh, we got delay again. This is talkSPORT Breakfast with Arnold Clark. Build your own car deal online. All with a few easy clickety-clicks, Dino. They make buying your car very easy indeed. How are we,
Morning,
Mr.
Al.
Saunders?
I just thought that you weren't going to make it. I was thinking it's me and the Clink we're going to be on this morning.
Oh, really? Well,
yeah,
he is punching way, well, he's trying to punch way above his weight.
He backed a horse.
I'm not going to go into it, but he backed a horse receding, didn't he?
We called it receding. Yeah,
why receding? It's the Barnet. It's the Barnet.
Anyway, when we pulled up at the hotel and Ed was walking around on his phone, I thought, oh no, Alan's not up. He's not.
What? I was up at 20 to 5 this morning. Well, I wasn't up, I was awake.
Was he?
Yeah, I was awake, 20 to 5. Then I thought of a little snooze, then another little snooze, then all of a sudden, I've got the Turk on the phone. Where are you? Where are you? Right, we're back for day 2 of glorious Goodwood after what was a busy and an emotional day. Do you know what? I'm gutted about this. As much as like to brag and boast about backing the winner in the big race. A fatal injury to former winner Truchan overshadowed the opening day of glorious Goodwood. Scandinavia got the better of stablemate Illinois to win the Goodwood Cup. Truchan was a warrior, beautiful horse. And do you know what? I wasn't aware of it. I was sitting outside with Ollie Bell, Rupert's son, and Alan King, the trainer, passed. Went, Al, all right, okay, Al. Scotsman, right, from Ayrshire, lovely guy, lovely man, good trainer. And he just shook his head. He says, we've lost Truchan. I went, oh no. So that was really, really sad.
Did he get injured before the start?
No, I don't think so. I'm guessing, Dino, and I've got to be careful because you know, as someone owns this horse, one of the lasses or lads looks after him. You got to be careful. I would suggest it was probably a heart attack, but I don't know. I'm guessing. Really sad. The 9-year-old who had won 16 wins in his 34 career races, won the long distance Cup of Ascot 3 times he did. The Prix de Cadran in Paris twice. The Goodwood Cup in 2021 when Daw became the first female jockey to win the race. It is really, really sad. Anyway, meanwhile, we'll pick up Scandinavia. What a race. By the way, what a race. Battled with Illinois in a thrilling finish to the 2-mile race to give Irish trainer Aidan O'Brien a 1-2 finish. 3-year-old getting a bit away. Illinois, I thought Ryan had gone for home. Yeah. I thought he was going to hold on. And Scandinavia coming the outside, and just the weight difference, a year or 2 year younger, just got the better of the favourite.
Steve-O called it, didn't he? You backed the winner, didn't you?
I backed
Illinois.
Yeah.
But you could see where we were sat. You could see that it's given a stone in weight.
Yeah.
You could see the difference, couldn't you?
Well, it's amazing, Dino. You know, it's amazing what a year in age does, and having a few extra pounds on the back. So when you have a close finish, it's amazing the difference it can make.
Hey, Joe Marler backed it. Remember, he was asking Steve-O
he had to
for
do something right yesterday, didn't
he? He got on it. Yeah, he was. He texted Ollie Thornton, producer Ollie. He texted him and said he backed it, so he's delighted.
That was a funny show yesterday. I really enjoyed it. He was brilliant. He's a good guy.
Now, you hammered him.
I did not.
You did.
I did.
At one point, right, he was sat about 2 yards from me at the start of the interview. By the time he finished, he was on my shoulder. I thought he was going to throw a right hook over me.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
I wouldn't have let him punch you out.
Well, you said to him, you have to go through me to get to Alan. He went, yeah. Now we have a packed show. Stevie Bruce was there yesterday, and Michael's coming on later, Michael Owen. We got a packed show for you today ahead of day 2, flooded with all sorts of high-end guests, including the likes of IT Racing's Ed Chamberlain, new baggies gaffer Ryan Mason, lovely. But the biggest of the day will be this man.
Cleared away as far as Ryan Giggs, who's placed one for Michael Owen! Oh, this is incredible! Michael Owen, he's got goals with him, but it's still Owen! Oh, what a goal! This 18-year-old has electrified the world!
Yeah, I saw Michael yesterday walking about with his family. Lovely, and these horses are in great form. I've not looked at the card. We don't have a card just yet. But Michael at Manor House Stables up there in Cheshire, he's invited me up a few times. I've got to go. I'm really doing well. So they'll be hopeful this week for at least one winner.
He loves it. He loves his horses, doesn't he?
Oh, no, absolutely. I like Michael. Listen.
No, he's a good lad.
It was a shock when he went to Man U for me. I'm like, whoa, you know. But he got that great goal against, was it City? The winner against City in the dying seconds, I think. Was it? Yeah. But what a goal scorer. Him and Robbie were brilliant together.
Well, I was fortunate enough to be his coach at Newcastle, him and Alan Shearer.
Oh, you taught him everything, did you?
No, I didn't teach him anything. All I had to do...
do you know what? He's always got to get it in, isn't he?
Do you know what?
Yeah, but you also coached Jamie O'Hara.
Well, I was going to say that. See the top players, easy to manage. Not a problem. The ones just below that...
Jamie. Well, Jamie, I'm not going to stop having a go at Jamie. It's not fair. Why? I like Jamie.
Yeah, you hammer him all the time.
I know.
He's...
He deserves it.
Anyway, Michael's coming in later, and hopefully he'll give us an insight into Isaac and all the Liverpool goings on.
I want to ask him how you get involved. Look, we all, not all, some people don't like racing, but footballers with so much time in their hands, you know, go racing. Chester's beautiful, isn't it? It's a great, it's a lovely place, and it's a great track. I'm just interested how he got into taking the plunge to buying the yard and getting involved, you know, so I look forward to that later on.
Big operation that he's got.
Oh, by the way, you got to know what you're doing as well, right? Yesterday, I hopefully you enjoy. I couldn't get out yesterday. People saying, "Oh, I was on my way down, stuck in traffic. Loved the show." So hopefully you enjoyed it. Let's have a quick listen back to one of the best bits from yesterday. What one's that? What one's that? Is that the Aussie or the Lion?
So I'm just doing an impression of you coming up the stairs. Help me! The stairs are mud. Get the left, fix the mud.
Well, I timed myself getting up the stairs. It took me 7 minutes 40 seconds. It took Joe 15 minutes and 10 seconds. He can talk. He's a lump.
They fixed the lift, though, by the end of the day, didn't they?
Well, he broke the lift.
What time was it fixed? Anybody know what time they fixed the lift?
Oh,
because there were so many people in it.
I did see the old Duke of Richmond walking around. He looked as if he'd one of Jamie's a piano on his back. He looked as if he'd got the whole world on his shoulders. Yeah, he did, because the Qataris, they sponsor all this, don't they, Qatar? Yeah. And they wouldn't have been happy. But thank God it's fixed now, no problem. Yeah. A silly little thing like that can cause, so many people get here early, don't they, to get up and get the grandstand position. And yesterday there was my old school friend Arthur Gordon from Holyrood. He was next door in the box. I bumped into him in the champagne bar downstairs. It was just magic. It was magic.
You sat with Ollie Bell, weren't you?
I was with Ollie Bell, yeah. And then Rupert came straggling over and he says, "Any drips for me?" I went, "No, beat it. See you later." Ollie just looked and shook his head. "See you, Dad." Poor Rupert. But he looked well, Rupert. The new nice cream linen suit. He's definitely splashed out a little bit.
He's doing Pilates as well.
He is. You're right. He's got a personal trainer now. Yeah, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's playing golf better as well.
Yeah,
helping him with his golf.
Ollie said it was a fluke. That two he got, the birdie, was an absolute fluke. He said, "You chipped in lovely," but he fluked his.
Well, it went in, so...
Well, it went in.
Yeah, you got to count.
But, it was a great day, and Ollie's some real nice friends. Guy from Barcelona was a nice guy. So, in the end, I tried to leave early, and I ended up down there for about 3 more hours.
Well, we stayed up here in the coral box.
I know. Well, Steve kept looking. He said, "I thought you'd gone." I went, "Sorry, Steve."
I thought you'd gone as well.
I know.
But we had a good day.
Okay, brilliant. Right, big, David Campese, "Where's my bottle, you Aussie git?" Looking forward to that. Campo coming next. being 6:16.
What's this music?
I think he pressed the wrong button.
Is it some sort of...
DJ Ed, we miss you, big star, mate. A, you can't drive, and you're brilliant on the buttons. Honestly, what is this? What sort of music is this?
It's like War of the Worlds or something.
It's the Terminator, is it? Oh,
Terminator.
Thank you. Talks about breakfast. Dino, storyteller Saunders with me. By the way, just a quick one on really sad news on Truchan yesterday. It wasn't a heart problem; it was a leg problem.
Oh.
In a straight line as well. Just one of those crazy things happen. But Alan King, my thoughts go out to Alan and all the Sable, the Lasses lads. Really, really sad.
Yeah,
so I'm
sad
sorry
that.
about that. Right, a bit of Terminator music to start your Wednesday morning off. But why are we playing it? Well, Arnold Schwarzenegger is 78 today.
Is he?
His list of achievements, well, are endless. But let's name a few. Were you a big Arnie fan? I personally wasn't, but were you?
No, not really. He started off as a bodybuilder, didn't
Why
he?
are we talking about him then? Don't you think of asking us first? You want me to praise a guy? I'm like, twins? I'll be back. Why would...
What are you doing to me?
He is widely regarded as one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time, winning the Mr. Olympia title 7 times. He also transitioned into a successful acting career, starring in numerous blockbuster films as a Terminator. Was he not the governor of California once as well?
Yeah.
And that went down the pan. Furthermore, he served as the 38th governor of California. Would you believe it? Dino, could you... Oh, here we go. Could you govern Swansea or even Wales?
Oh, well, I'm not into politics, but anybody could do a better job at the minute.
Really? That bad?
Well,
I'm talking about Wales. I'm not talking about the UK.
Wales, do you know what they're going to...
I'm not talking about London.
Do you know what everyone's got the hump about in Wales?
Go on.
20-mile-an-hour speed limits everywhere.
It's everywhere in London.
Everybody's got the hump about it.
Well, you can't...
The whole of Wales.
By the way, listen,
raging.
There is certain places, I agree, near schools.
Yeah.
I agree with that, but not everywhere. Give us a break. Honestly.
Well, it's not every road, but there's more in Wales than there is anywhere else. So
yeah, well,
they might lose the election on that. Just that.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, who's going to win the election?
Well, I think Labour have been in there for a long time, but a long time. But they're struggling.
Is there any? Who's the other political parties in Wales?
Plaid Cymru.
Who?
Plaid Cymru.
Are they? And who else?
I'm not into politics. Let's not start.
Right. You're right. We should stay away from politics. Let's look at look now at today's back pages. Here we go with Tesco Mobile for Business.
The Back Page Review on talkSPORT with Tesco Mobile for Business. Got a side hustle baking bread? Improve your take-home dough with business phone bills for up to 40% less than the big 3 networks. For verification, see tescomobile.com/business.
20.
Nothing to discuss, cause I did win by default and without any doubt. I'm a me happy adult. I no go feed the girl, it's out though. I'm a mind that's really dark. I put my life into my job and I know I'm in trouble. She manipulate my love.
Here we go, 6:20. I bet she looks better than you and I, Dino. Sam Quick is with us. Sam, why are we playing this? Good morning Sam. How are you?
Good. You're not singing along?
Is this the song
no
that
idea who
Serena
it
was
is.
dancing to?
Yes,
Serena.
Dino. It was.
I thought it was.
Yeah, apparently Serena Wiegman, a massive fan. I can't. What's his name again? I don't know. What's his name again?
She's forgot.
Burner Boy. Burner Boy. I didn't even know Burner
Burner Boy.
But like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Burner Boy. See, I like to see that I'm down with the kids, but even I didn't know Alan and Dean, so
Sam,
no panic.
with a
no
great
panic.
respect, you're lovely, but you're too old for Burner Boy. What's going on with you?
I'm not. Yeah, it's true. I'm in that bracket now, aren't I?
Oh, you are, Sam.
Oh, well
sorry.
into it. Yeah, this is the song that obviously Serena Wiegman was presented with after her interview at the parade. So yeah, 65,000 plus people turned up the mall yesterday to celebrate this Lionesses parade. So yeah, great turnout. But we'll move on, shall we, Alan? Elsewhere, shall we see what other headlines there are?
Yeah, no. I am interested, Sam. I promise you.
No, I know, but it's just there's been so much about it, and we won't stop talking about about it, which is really important. But other things do go on in the world, and I'm keen to get your take on this one, actually, fellas.
Go on.
So there's a headline out today about the Indian cricket team. So their head coach, Gambhir, has been involved in a confrontation with the Surrey ground staff member during a training session before the final test on Thursday at the Oval. So there's video footage has emerged that Gambhir is having an argument with Lee Fortis, who's a massive tall guy, by the way, who is Surrey's head of ground staff, because the Indian team walked over the square with their bags, so showing complete disregard for their meticulous preparation for a busy summer ahead, and of course Thursday's 5th test. So there's a confrontation. The ground staff are saying this is so disrespectful, and then Gambhir then starts shouting, "Who are you? You're nothing but the groundsman. That's all you are. You can't tell us what to do."
Oh dear, really?
I mean, that's just disrespectful, is it not?
Well, it is. You know, I was going to say they should rope it off, but you don't expect
there was a sign
in the game of cricket for the opposite side, your rivals to do that. They shouldn't do it. They shouldn't stand on it. It's like you go to big golf events. Get off the green. Get off the green. You know,
a football pitch.
It's respect. Yeah, it's respect. Football pitch as well. Warming up. No. Warm down the side. Don't go on the pitch, because these guys take pride in the wicket on the pitch. They're bang out of order, the Indians.
Well, yeah, I don't know what the protocol is, whether you're allowed to walk over the square. I don't think you're allowed to walk on the strip, the actual pitch that they're playing on, but the other strips alongside it. I'm not sure, but don't argue with the groundsman.
It's getting a bit not nasty, but there is a bit of banter flying about, and there's a bit of
needle
verbals flying about. Yeah,
it's good though. It's good, and it's starting.
Did you have that in hockey,
Thursday?
Sam? Did you have that in hockey? I remember playing hockey in Holyrood in Glasgow when I was very, very young, and we ended up belting each other with the sticks, which that was it, cancelled.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, Alan, if you're going to do that a little bit like me, you can't get caught. Do you know what I mean? But I can imagine hockey in Glasgow was very similar to Liverpool, and especially being a northerner. I just liked a little bit of trash talk when no one was looking. So I was not in an aggressive way, just a little cheeky. You know, if I made a tackle and it was 1-on-1 and I won the ball went up the other end, and I just whispered to the attacker down the rear, "Good tackle, that one."
Yeah.
Well,
there's nothing wrong with that, Sam.
No.
Remember Jeff Miller?
Yes.
The spin bowler and selector.
Yeah.
I was playing golf with him. He's telling me that sometimes when he went in at number 9 batting, and they all get round the bat in India, or as the ball hit the pitch, they'd all go click their fingers. They'd all do that.
Really?
As he was playing forward, they'd be clicking their fingers,
Dirty cheese, hoping
that it sounds like an edge, you know, and then they'd all appeal. But he said you had to keep your wits about you out there.
Sam, what else we got? What's taking your eyes?
Back as well to Premier League transfer and transfer rumours. United turn to Ollie. Old Trafford are the headlines. United are stepping up their bid to sign Ollie Watkins. However, they're unwilling to meet Villa's £60 million valuation and hoping to compromise to a figure of around £40 to £45 million. But again, he's 29. Is this the answer for Manchester United? I know they've gone for like Premier League experience, but you know they've already signed Kahuna, Mwembo. Is Ollie Watkins the answer?
Yeah, you're right. When you think about it, you'd think that's enough, wouldn't you?
If I was Ollie, I'd stay at Villa.
Ollie, I would stay at Villa. Yeah.
Why would you leave Villa to go to Man United? The current state they're in.
Sam, talking about strikers, top strikers, Michael Owen. I spoke to Michael. He's coming on the show today. You'd have loved watching him play, eh?
I did, loved him, and especially being a Liverpool fan. But you were saying as well, Alan, he's up at Manor House, so I live not far from there. I've had horses at his stable.
Oh, do you?
I was there last week, actually. He wasn't doing a bit for Great British Racing. And the setup is incredible. So excited for him. He's got, 2 runners, hasn't he, at Goodwood. Is it Grey Cuban he's got today? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm waiting for Ed to bring.
He's got one late on.
Yeah, I want to say
5th race, I think.
I think it is Grey Cuban.
Sam, you're a red. Who was Rushy your favourite? Was it Robbie? Was it Dino? Was it Michael?
Yeah, all of the above. For me, Steven Gerrard, when he was number 17, he had his shaved head. He was playing right back. He was all what I loved about football back then, which I think has been lost somewhere along the way, unfortunately, now. Those big tackles, off the ball, kind of forehead to forehead, the passion, the fight. Love Steven Gerrard. all throughout his career. But yeah, Ian Rush, he was a family friend growing up. Of course, he lived around the corner. There's another name drop for you.
Did he really?
Yeah, we went on holidays with him and the family.
King Kenny. Him and King Kenny were brilliant.
348 goals, I think, he scored for Liverpool. Just Liverpool. Forget Juventus and Sheffield United.
I remember Ipswich Town in the early days, Portman Road. We drew Chester in the FA Cup. And Bobby Robson, he said, Butcher, Osman, right, our two centre-backs, he said, beware, they've a young kid playing, big nose, young kid, right? Sorry, Rushy. Bobby said that. He said, he's meant to be the next best thing. Be aware, you two. And now, to be fair to them, they never gave him a kick. But that was to change, because later on, he was magnificent, Rushy.
He's, Sam, just lightning quick over 10 yards. From a standing start, he got to the ball first. Anything that happened in the box.
And by the way, he worked hard as well. He closed down, and Kenny did.
That was just
Kenny wasn't whinging at the ref. He'd be closing down with Rushy. He was a whinger, he was, Sam Dalglish. Greatest player I played with.
I ain't saying anything about King Kenny. I'm not saying anything negative. What a guy.
Greatest player I played with, but what a whinger, honestly. Brilliant.
Who's the best player you've played with, do you know?
I would say, well, there's different types of players, but I would say if you asked me who was the most talented, John Barnes.
Yeah, Barnsley. I was over in Germany with Barnsley, brilliant in Berlin for the Euro final, and he was a great laugh. First time I really sat down, had a couple of drinks and chat with him. We had a great time. There was me, Barnsley, Ray Parler, and David Seaman. What a few days we had.
Do you know what, Sam? You know when you play hockey and there'll be someone you look at and you think, she's miles better than me.
Yeah.
Well, I used to look at John Barnes and think, how's he got out of that? In training every day, he's just a genius.
Yeah. Well, Messi was like that, wasn't he? Messi was in pockets, holes. How did he do that?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Sam, listen, have another look for us. We'll be back in the tick.
Lovely.
Thank you. Sam Quick there, reviewing some of the back pages. I was looking at today's back pages with Tesco Mobile for Business. Up next, I'll be claiming my prize from the one and only, yes, I don't know where to go, white or red. A nice bottle of wine coming my way from David Campese.
The Back Page Review on talkSPORT with Tesco Mobile for Business. Got a side hustle baking bread? Improve your take-home dough with business phone bills for up to 40% less than the big three networks. For verification, see tescomobile.com/business.
Don't be stupid, YouTube. What are you talking about? I hope you fall off your chair, you tube. What tube has written that? What a tube. If you don't like it, Radio 4, tube. Friday was Army. Go on, you tube. What's all that about? Dear oh dear. talkSPORT Breakfast with Arnold Clark. Get the UK's best used car deals guaranteed. Dino's with me. Right, a bit of an interesting story in The Sun this morning. You won't believe this. You won't believe it. YouTube is now the second most watched media service in the UK as younger Brits are helping to drive the trend. Even over 55s have doubled the time on it, according to recent research. Now, Dino, in your contract, do you have a bit of the filming we're doing now? Is that in part of your contract or not?
I'm not getting involved in a contract dispute live on air, Alan.
Why?
And I can see where you're trying to take me.
It's not mine. I am getting. I've had psychology. I've had to go and see someone. I'm getting headaches. I'm getting like
psychiatric help.
I am, because of these lights.
The lights in.
And I'm thinking, hold on a minute. I never signed up to this.
Well, there's a claim there.
There is a claim. There is a claim. And by the way, we're not talking peanuts here. We're talking big money.
Well, you're earning $5 million a year. Add that up. Okay. 28 years.
Keep going, Dino. Keep going. Dino, consider you a bit of a talkSPORT YouTuber. Do you think I give them the idea for the name YouTube? Think about
YouTube.
That? Yeah.
I can see how it's popular, Al, because youngsters now, instead of flicking through the channels and watching, like flicking through till you watch something that you don't really want to watch, they just go straight on YouTube and watch what they want to watch.
Well, someone was telling me yesterday, I was sitting there just on my way out, ready to be dropped off at the hotel, and they were saying, oh, I love them bits on YouTube, I love them bits. I'm like, hold on a minute.
What do you think?
So many people, you know, who can't hear the 4 hours go on later and watch, you know, bits and pieces, watch re-record.
I think is there a claim there?
I've missed a trick here.
I think we have. You know what? We didn't know about it, did we?
I've missed a trick. Liam, Denny, get ready for this. Right now, here we go. Coldplay. Competition to win 10 large, 10 grand, and a huge VIP night out at Wembley for Coldplay ends on Monday. By the way, I know this is a big competition, but I know the boys, the Oasis boys, were meant to be brilliant at Wembley. Meant to be absolutely brilliant. Someone was talking to me yesterday. He said, what a concert, best they've been to. So well done, guys. But Coldplay live at Wembley will be brilliant as well. That's right, we're giving you a chance to win 6 tickets in a private box for you and your mates. It's a shame Ollie hasn't got 6 mates, or he'd be trying his hardest. It's August the 22nd with full hospitality. Plus, we're chucking in that 10 grand spending money.
What can you spend
And it's
that
completely tax-free, Dino.
Won't last long in London, that.
What do you mean, how'd you enter?
Grand.
Let me tell you. The 18 plus UK, excluding Northern Ireland. Why? Why do we? Why? What's the tax reasons? Why? Are they not part of the United Kingdom? Are they not part of the United Kingdom? What a disgrace. Sorry, our listeners in Northern Ireland, I'm sorry about this. This is a disgrace. Take it up with your MP. For a chance to win, text the word WIN to 83338 by 4th of August at 11 p.m. And you're in the draw. Text costs £2 plus one standard network rate message. You must have the bill payer's permission or post your name and number to Coldplay competition. It's the P.O. Box 3190, Colchester, CO2 8GP, to arrive by 5 p.m. on the 7th of August. Have a go. This is a talkSPORT limited promotion run on talkSPORT, Talk and Virgin Radio UK stations. Full T's and C's at talksport.com. Does anyone listen to Talk?
You lost me halfway through that.
Not talkSPORT, but does anyone listen to Mike Graham? Do they listen to him or not? You know, what an umpty he is, by the way. Does anyone listen to him? No, you're right. All right, so the competition is Virgin and talkSPORT. It's time to get an update on the Qatar Airways Lions Tour in partnership with Tenor Men.
Qatar Airways Lions Tour Roundup on talkSPORT with coverage sponsored by Tenor Men. Use our online product selector tool to find your best defensive lineup for Down Under. Find out more at tenormen.co.uk.
Right, what a second test match it was between the Aussies and the British Irish Lions last Saturday as Hugo Keenan. Go on, Hugo. I've got to be careful, my dog listens to the radio. Hugo, good boy. Crossed over in the last few minutes to seal the win in the series for the Lions. Having been 23-5 down, of course. Dirty cheating Aussies, try to get it cancelled.
Get your finger over the dump button, Ollie. It's coming any minute.
Australian rugby legend Campo, David Campese, joined the show, and he was pretty bullish. He was talking bull about the Wallabies' chances in Melbourne. We even had a bet over it. Let's remind Campo.
For me, there were signs against the Brumbies at the ruck area that the Brumbies countered ruck very well. The Lions tried to throw the ball around a bit and it sort of fell apart. I think that Australians, you never underestimate the Wallabies, but I think it's going to be a very, very close game, but I think we might just get up by 1 or 2 points.
The Lions bang in front of the sticks, 5 metres out. Hugo Keenan to the left, that's up to win it! Hugo Keenan scores the try! 50 seconds to go! The British and Irish Lions lead for the first time this evening.
You know, I took a bottle of wine off David Campese, Campo. I'm looking forward to popping that cork, Campo.
You better get that quickly.
Yeah. Oh, he'll pay. Don't worry, Eddie.
Oh yes.
Well,
There's nothing like a bragging Aussie. Let's have a bit of Billy Joel just for you, Campo.
A bottle of red, a bottle of white. It all depends upon your appetite. I'll meet you anytime you want in our Italian restaurant.
Oh, good day, Campo. How are we?
I'm well, mate. Thank you. Well, I was looking good a minute ago, wasn't I?
Cheating Aussies trying to get it cancelled. What was going on there? That was
Cheating
theatrical.
Aussie.
Oh, shot! You thought he'd been shot with a 12 bore. Ridiculous.
Well, it was interesting. Someone, if you look at that game, and if you look at that last 20 minutes, we kicked the ball away twice when we shouldn't have. And mate, we took off Skelton and Valentine. How come these professional players can only last 40 minutes?
Yeah, I'm not having that. I'm with you. I spoke to a few people and they said they weren't.
They were playing well as well.
They weren't cream crackered. Why did they take them off? Weird.
Well, I think if you look at most teams, and this is what really frustrates me, is they go into the dressing room and they sit down on a little chair like the 5-year-olds listen to a coach, they're men. Then they run out, and as the kickoff happens, a minute later, you've been subbed. It's ridiculous. These guys are getting paid big money, and I think that's the reason why. As soon as we lost those two players, the Lions bench came on, a lot of experience, and as I said, mate, Liner, 2 kicks. One he knocked on, 2 kicks. 1 minute to go, he kicks the ball away. And, mate, you can't do that in big games when you're in front. You can't win a football game in any sport if you haven't got the ball. So why give it away?
You know, Campo, it's a shame, really. You know, when I think back, it'd be great, the decider in Sydney, wouldn't it? It'd be great for Australian rugby as well. It's just, listen, from a Lions point of view, of course, it was ecstatic. What a finish. But from an Aussie point of view, that'd been great, wouldn't it? 1-1 going to Sydney for the decider.
Yeah, it would have been. But, Alan, I think it's just demonstrated where we are in rugby. You know, we've got, and I keep on saying, we've got a coach who doesn't know our culture and history. You know, we scored most of our points when the Lions were down to 14 men. And when the Lions came back on, they got 17 points, I think. 14 points, you know, in the last couple of minutes before half-time. You know, you've got to protect the lead. And then in the old days, you would go, guys, come on, let's make this a double. Let's get to 50 points. But they just sat on their laurels and just waited for everything to happen. You can't just do that. You know that at international rugby. The teams have got to have cohesion and confidence and combinations. You know, for me, you put Tate McDermott as a really good number 9 on the wing because they did a 6-2 splits. Yet you've got Donaldson, who's played 10 and fullback. I would have put him the fullback, put right to the wing, who is a winger. Then you would have had a really good back line. But then you've got a halfback out there, number 9, who's not a bad player, but he's just not a winger in international rugby. So that's what happens when you don't think about what happens injury-wise in a big game.
Yeah.
You know, and I was with Phil Davies and one of the French referees right at the end there, outside the talkSPORT broadcast. We've got Andrew. And when that last try came, the referee said, I think they're going to look at the ruck. And I didn't even look. You just think it's play on. And then I said, what do you think? He said, it should be a try. So a lot of controversy. In the old days, as you know, no one spoke about referees at all after games. Not allowed to. But these guys these days, Morgan Turanui had a total go. Why don't they get fines? That is the laws of the game, right or wrong, 50-50 calls. Get on with it. You can't change what's happened. And it's really sad. And then Smith has a go as well. It's not good for the game.
Yeah. Campo, who was your star men for the Lions? I thought Ty Byrne was fantastic, but you're the professional, you're the expert. Who was really good for the Lions? Who made the difference?
Look, I think Curry played an unbelievable game. He hit a really good hit on Sawali. And then I think Morgan came on. I think I've been wrapped with Morgan, but it was good to see him get on. And obviously with that last clean out and setting up the try and all that. But Curry, I think Finn Russell's still a class player, isn't he? I mean, the thing is with him, you don't know what he's going to do, and that's what you really want at this level. And then just I think the reserves that came on made a big difference. You know, we just didn't look after the ball well enough, Alan. We just sort of didn't protect it. You know, when you're that much in front, you've got to protect the lead. You can't protect the lead. You've got to score more points. We only scored 3 points in the second half. That's not good enough.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Campo, listen, we'll talk before Sydney. It is a shame it's not 1-1, but at the same time, I look forward to a bit of nice. I don't know where to go, red or white, Campo, to be honest, when you're next in London. It could be a bottle
there's no more.
Campese, it could be a bottle of Amarone.
Stay off the red, Al.
Remember, Alan, there's no corks these days, mate. It's all screw top, so I'll bring you a bottle of screw top wine.
No. Our finest European wine, Campo, is corks.
I have got a bottle of 1991 Penfolds at home. What do you reckon? That'll be all right, do you reckon?
That'll do, yeah. Sling that over. I'll be waiting. Don't you worry about that, Campo. We'll talk a few days before the Sydney one. Thank you. Well done, my friend. Thank you.
All the best, mate.
There you go, David. Yeah, lovely. David Campese. Listen, I really like Campo, what he says. He speaks his mind, Dino, doesn't he? He doesn't mess around. No. He speaks his mind.
He's not having Owen Farrell, is he?
He's not having Joe Smith either, is he?
No, he's not having the manager.
Okay, right. It wasn't a commanding win for the Lions. So, David Campese, it'll be interesting to see the side, the 15 to take on in the third. In fact, I reckon it's lovely to get a white one whitewash, but I reckon Farrell will change it and he'll give some of the guys in the squad a game. I really do. Right, what a second test match it was between Australia and the British Irish Lions last Saturday. Hugo Keenan, absolutely brilliant. So Campo will join us ahead of that third and final test in Sydney. Right, coming up 6:46 on talkSPORT.
Qatar Airways Lions Tour Roundup on talkSPORT with coverage sponsored by Tenaman. Use our online product selector tool to find your best defensive lineup for Down Under. Find out more at tenaman.co.uk.
.50. Oh God, Mike Graham's been on and she's texted me. Not happy. Not happy.
Well,
it
was an unprovoked attack.
You know he's got personal trainer now.
You're joking.
And you know when he has his makeup done in the morning, he leaves it on all day. He's a weirdo. He is a weirdo. I'm telling you. Have a look at him.
What's he doing?
Excuse me. He's a weirdo.
Excuse me.
I said to him, "You look ridiculous with that makeup on, and your personal trainer, it isn't working."
He looks all right to me. He does look fitter.
No, he doesn't.
He looks fitter.
He doesn't.
He does. He's lost a bit of weight.
I saw him at Chris Evans' gig in the garden. Oh dear. The bouncers nearly threw him out 3 times. Say, who are you? What are you doing in here?
How did he get invited to that then? Does he know Chris?
No, I think Denny got him in.
All right.
Yeah, I think Denny got him. Anyway, former Swansea striker Dean Saunders with me. India head coach Gambhir has been involved in a confrontation with Surrey ground staff during a training session before Thursday's fifth and final test against England at the Oval.
Get off the pitch, you tube.
I was
thinking about it.
No, we can get tickets to that. You should go. That'd be a cracker, absolute cracker. And the Oval's just round the corner from talkSPORT Towers. Goalkeeper James Trafford has rejoined Man City from Burnley in a deal which the Clarets say is a new record fee for a British goalkeeper, around 30 million quid. Right? And after Morecambe was suspended from the National League yesterday, talkSPORT's Simon Jordan, he called on Morecambe's most well-known resident, Tyson Fury, to put his hand in his pocket and support his local club. Simon.
He was interested in it. He wanted to do it. Or wanted to do something like that. And he was asking about the ideas of running a football club. Now, given the fact that Tyson Fury doesn't even pay his bets to Piers Morgan when he bets £1 million, I doubt he's going to put his hand in his pocket to buy a football club. Now, let's call him out. Let's say that Tyson Fury, the most prominent resident of Morecambe, that's got lots to say for himself and always talking about how he can help different people and different functions. Here you go. Here's an opportunity, Tyson. Put your hand in your pocket. Yeah. You've made a fortune. We've seen your latest set of accounts. You've got 175 million quid in assets.
And the rest.
Buy your football club. Yeah. Support it.
Oh, there you go, Simon, eh? He wouldn't say that to his face, would he?
He ain't going to be making money if he bought Morecambe, is he? He's not going to make money.
No, but I think it's...
I think,
to be honest, I think it'd be... is he a football fan, Tyson? I'm not sure. I don't know. But it'd be a nice gesture to say, all right, I'll chuck a few $100,000 in, but it's a business. I'm not giving it for charity, right? I want to see improvement. That'd be nice.
It would be
a
nice.
couple $100,000 to $200,000-300,000 to Tyson's nothing.
Yeah, I would imagine that someone would have said, Jim, you won't see that again. If you give $300,000.
Well, it's also principle, Dino, isn't it? You know, at the end of the day, you get in that ring, you climb through them ropes. It's not an easy game.
Has he got 5 kids?
Oh, I think more than that, isn't he?
So
yeah,
they come first.
Oh yeah, they come first, but he's got loads, isn't he?
Yeah, but you don't give money away.
The many you got,
give it away.
You
don't give money away. Don't start on me now. You've hammered Mike Graham. Have a go, Ollie Clink. Receding.
He's got no chance of kids, has he? We have more live boxing for you this weekend. A WBA world title shot is within reach for Oscar Durati and Kenneth Sims Jr., who will seize a victory in Chicago, Illinois, who got beat yesterday. Watch this Sunday live on DAZN. Sign up at DAZN.com/boxing.
Boxing update on talkSPORT with DAZN, the global home of boxing. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
I'll give him his due. He's a trier. He does try. You know, it's all right you take the mickey about receding and stuff like that, you know. But Ollie Clink does try.
He's on the numbers game now.
Well, is he? Not back.
Just keep going.
Bing, success.
Yeah, just keep going.
Betting Al or something else.
No.
That didn't go well either.
No, Ollie, listen, I'll give you the most credit. You smile more than anyone in here.
Oh, thanks, mate.
You do.
Yeah.
You're happy with your life.
Got to bring the joy, haven't I? Yeah, thanks.
You're happy.
Yeah, I'm still gutted about receding though. Do you know what? I had the best day ever yesterday, Al, as well, because Neil Warnock. Do I have to? What?
Pull your mic.
Oh right. Is that better?
Yeah. Now we can hear you.
There we go.
You were saying you were talking about receding.
Yeah. But Neil Warnock, we had the best day ever, didn't we, Dean, with him? And he was talking about my bet with receding, and he went, Dino, I've got to say this about his Barnet, right? if it were a wig factory that made that, we'd go out of business.
By the way, he loved it in the paddock yesterday, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he had a great day. He kept saying, didn't he? He had the best afternoon of his life, didn't he? Yeah. Yeah, he was having a great time.
Are you going to Turkey to have that done?
I might do, yeah. What do you think?
How much is it now?
Get your teeth done as well while you're there.
Yeah. Just my whole face, reckon. Yeah.
How much is it to have your Barnet done?
Oh, it's got to be, what, 6-7 grand, isn't it?
Is it?
Should get Tyson Fury to sort me out.
Ollie, what we got then?
Yeah, a bit of transfer Tinder, guys. I know it's one of your favourites.
Yeah.
So, first one for you, Nick Pope to Manchester United. What do you make of this? Because Newcastle have reached an agreement to take Aaron Ramsdale on loan, so Nick Pope might be surplus to requirements. So, is he the kind of keeper that Manchester United should take?
Yeah, I think he'll do well at Man United.
He's more of a shot stopper.
Him. And I'm pleased for Ramsdale as well. I really am. We thought he was going as number 2, but if he goes as number 1, I'm pleased for him.
Where does Onana stand in this little triangle?
Oh,
Are
yeah,
they going to bin him?
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, you'd imagine if they're after Nick Pope, he comes straight in as number 1, doesn't he? But there's a lot of Manchester United fans, I think, who were done with Onana. It's just whether the manager is. Do you think he should be, given how
The only
Onana's
defence I'd give him is that he's playing behind that defence.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to struggle. So he has made a few mistakes, and a lot of people have had enough, but Nick Pope for Onana.
But I'm a Newcastle fan, so I've seen a lot of Nick Pope. I would say that he's a brilliant shot stopper, but if Ruben Amorim wants a keeper with his feet, he's not as good at that side of the game. And that seems to be what managers want now.
I'm swiping right.
Swiping right. What about you, Dino?
Swipe right.
Okay. There we go.
You've got a match.
What about Calvin Phillips? I never hear that, of course. Calvin Phillips potentially going back to Leeds as well. We talked about Jadon Sancho yesterday, didn't we, about going back to your ex. What about this one, Calvin Phillips? Because he was at Ipswich last year.
Yeah.
He was all right. Didn't have the best year. Obviously had the horrid time at Manchester City, but going back to Leeds, you reckon that's a good move for Leeds?
We're talking about England international here, aren't we? Pardon me. For me, he was always get it, give it, break up, give it. He was never creating too much. But Leeds need someone they can trust in the Premiership. They need someone with experience, and he's got that. So as long as it's not crazy money, I think it's I think he'll be happier there.
Are you swiping right again? Are you? Yeah. What about you, Dave?
I agree. Yeah, he struggled at West Ham as well, didn't he? He went to West Ham and struggled, but he is a disciplined defensive midfield player. And everybody seems to need one at the moment.
And sometimes it just works, doesn't it? You know, he had a great time when he was at Leeds, had that big move to Man City, so maybe it'll work out again. So, swiping right?
I'm going right, yeah.
Yeah, okay, here we go.
One more, Ollie.
There we go, one more. Nicholas Jackson to Newcastle. Now, it looks like obviously they're going to be losing Alexander Isak. He's a bit surplus to requirements now at Chelsea because Liam Delap's gone in, João Pedro's gone in. But is Nicholas Jackson the right man to lead the line?
Nicholas Jackson, for me, and Dino will tell you, he doesn't score enough for me with chances he has. So he's a 1 out of 3, 1 out of 4 goal scorers when chances, so probably 25% strike rate. But what he does my head in is he's not brainless, I don't mean that, but he doesn't look along the line. The times he gets offside all the time. When you're wide, when you peel wide, look along the line, don't be offside. Drives you mad, you're getting out of trouble, the pressure's off, you're breaking away, and the ball goes wide and he's offside and you're back in trouble again. So he's got to learn, he's got to pick up, he's got to learn. He's pacey, he tries, can't finish. So I'm not sure that's Newcastle. I'm swiping left.
Okay. Dino?
Decent player, but he's not clinical. Isak's clinical, isn't he? He gets in, you think goal. Nunez is a bit similar, you don't think goal when he gets in. That's probably why they're getting rid of him.
Bit of a confidence player.
So I wouldn't sign him if I was Newcastle.
Okay, well there we go. So swiping left as well.
Swipe left.
Sorry, Nicholas, but sorry. Look along the line. Right, still to come on breakfast.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Find everything you need for your landscaping project in stock and available for delivery. Terms and conditions apply.
Okay, there's another huge day of racing ahead of us here at glorious Goodwood Day 2. That can only mean one thing, I should say. We're going to be joined by the dynamic duo Rupert and Lizzie previewing Day 2. Not to be outdone by our special guest this morning, we'll be joined by Ballon d'Or winner Michael Owen is with us. All that and more to come. That was a look ahead with our friends at Travis Perkins.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Join the club and get low trade prices. Find out more at travisperkins.co.uk or download the app.
Lewis Hamilton, now at Ferrari, dares to dream of a record 8th F1 world title. The Tifosi will be hoping the Brits can bring glory back to Italy. To many, Ferrari and Formula One are inseparable. They're the only team in the sport today to have competed in the first World Championship in 1950, are the most successful team in history, and have built some absolutely gorgeous cars. Their first driver's title was won in 1952 by Alberto Ascari. Considered one of F1's most dominant and best-loved champions, he drove the iconic Ferrari 500 and defended his title the year after. It was Juan Manuel Fangio in his Ferrari 250 who secured the team's next driver's title in 1956. Remember, he was world champion 5 times with 4 different teams. Mike Hawthorne, Phil Hill and John Surtees also won titles for Ferrari in the 50s and 60s, and the cars back then were beautiful, and they even sounded great, didn't they? Anyway, Ferrari went 11 years without winning a title until Niki Lauda won in 1975 in the iconic 312T. Throughout much of the 80s and 90s, though, Ferrari looked like they'd never go all the way again. Le Professeur Alain Prost came pretty close in 1990, but lost out to his bitter rival and former teammate at McLaren, Ayrton Senna. It was only when John Todt recruited a swathe of staff from outside of Italy, including Michael Schumacher, that the glory days returned 21 years after their last driver's title. The turn of the century saw the prancing horse sprint to an unprecedented 5 consecutive championship doubles. And after Schumacher left, Kimi Raikkonen reclaimed the driver's title immediately. But despite employing 1,500 people, the Iceman remains the last Ferrari world champion. So, 16 constructors' titles, 7 more than McLaren, and 15 drivers' titles, 4 more than, again, McLaren. Ferrari are truly Formula One's top team. Forza Ferrari.
Journey.
America.
On the first part of the
You're too quick, Dino. You're too quick. Defenders used to say that, didn't they? Yeah. He's like a route of a drain pipe. He loves that one, Warnock, doesn't he?
He was funny last night.
This is talkSPORT Breakfast with Arnold Clark. App, buy a car and opt in to Arnold Clark Rewards. Enjoy access to great giveaways and everyday perks. I'm going to come down for a weekend here. By the way, West Wittering, beautiful beach here down in West Sussex. Gorgeous. A lot to do down here.
That kennels is lovely.
I went the opening,
golf club is.
I went the opening.
Did you?
Orient Express from Paddington.
Oh yeah, he said
down,
yesterday.
Picked up the brass band, Vive Clicquot, sponsored it all. Oh, beautiful day.
Yeah, and
that was the opening of the
Goodwood Golf Club. Ollie Thornton was there as well. 40 points, Stapleford. Ollie never won a tap.
No. Well, he got a bit excited, didn't he? He thought he'd won it.
Yeah, and then Rupert embarrassed Mick Fitzgerald. Called him up. If there was a third prize, Mick, you would have won it, but we haven't got one.
By the way, seriously, how nice is it down here? It's a real nice part of the world. It really is. Petworth, Antique Centre, Petworth House. You got Chichester Harbour just down there. It's a beautiful part of the world. If you haven't been, give it a try. It's gorgeous. Yes, on the way for you this morning from glorious Goodwood, none other than Ballon d'Or winner Michael Owen will join the show to chat a bit about Liverpool, Isak, and of course looking ahead to today's racing. Newly appointed West Bromwich manager Ryan Mason, who Dean knows very well.
Yeah, I was his coach at Sean O'Driscoll signed him at Doncaster. I was his coach after. He was on loan from Spurs.
Am I right saying Ryan had injury problems at Spurs?
No, he had a bang on the head, didn't he? Which really cost him his career. He had a serious head injury, but you know, he's doing well, isn't he? He's been at
Everyone
Spurs.
I speak to at Spurs, the old boy says he's a lovely guy.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, and he's obviously a good coach. You know, he's had Mourinho, and
by the way, it's a big job, West Brom.
Yeah, big club.
Big job.
Yeah.
Boing, boing. Manager Ryan Mason will with us to look ahead to the new season. His managerial debut, the baggy start their season. Blackburn Rovers next Saturday against Rovers live on talkSPORT 2. ITV racing host Ed Chamberlain will with us to preview the second day of racing live here from glorious Goodwood. But now it was the Lionesses trophy parade yesterday, and we're still basking in the glory of Sunday.
Oh my goodness! What a penalty kick! You better believe it! Football is coming home again!
Tough times don't last, and just around the corner was a Champions League final, won that, and now a Euros final, won that. So thank you to everyone that wrote me off. I'm grateful.
Chloe Kelly, she's like a genuine hero, like a real hero. Hannah Hampton, a genuine hero.
It's just the emotion and the feeling, like, it's incredible. The Lionesses are finally bringing it home again. It's amazing.
When the final penalty went in from Chloe Kelly, I just got really emotional because I thought in my mind, what does this mean for the future of women's football?
These are the Lionesses! This is England! Champions of Europe again!
Yeah, a great night, wasn't it? And rightly so, they continue to celebrate back home on home soil. And why not?
Yeah, do you watch a game? I watched it.
I watched the first half, then I had to drive back to London.
Well, you would have never thought they were going to win that game at half-time. Spain were just miles better than them, but Chloe Kelly come on the left, made a difference straight away. Give them some pace and stretched the game out for them, got them into Spain's half. And then I thought they just ground Spain down in the end.
I missed at 1-1, the Spanish had a great chance. The Barcelona sub came on and had a great chance. Didn't she try to be too clever?
Did she try and backheel it?
I don't know.
Yeah,
no.
The one come across the face of the goal, but it was amazing how they ended up winning it. They had how many penalty shootouts did they have? 3, I think.
Well, it was an amazing run, the competition, wasn't it? Because they weren't exactly fantastic every game, but they had self-belief. You got to look at the coach as well and say, you know, her record is brilliant.
I thought she won them the game. I was watching the game thinking, what would you do here now against Spain? They're miles better than us, and we can't get the ball off them. What would you do? And she's obviously said, get everyone behind the ball, close all the spaces, and we will get a chance at some point. And they did.
So what about the parade here? We're down at Goodwood. I don't know if it was raining or what, but it was over 60,000 people were there on the Mall. Let's find out. talkSPORT's Angelina Kelly was there for us to watch it all unfold. She joins us now. Angelina, very good morning, Angelina.
Morning, Angelina.
What a great few days you've had.
Honestly, what a great week I've had. I was deployed out to Switzerland last Monday, got to go to both semi-final games and the final. It was brilliant. And then straight back to London to the parade. The weather held off, you know, the sun was out at times. It was brilliant. I mean, you know, those images that you've just shown of, you know, the bus coming down the Mall with the military band in front, it was great. And, you know, talking about that final, I completely agree. At half-time, we were thinking, how are they going to pull this one off? And Serena Wiegman, she's won 3 Euros trophies in a row now. I mean, she's absolutely amazing. And it was obviously really funny on stage that at the last parade, she didn't want to dance because the music wasn't right. So they brought out, don't know if you're aware of Burna Boy, he's an Afrobeat
No, I'm not, Angela.
artist.
I did hear it earlier.
Yeah, he's a Grammy Award winner, and he came out on stage. That's, considering she's won 3 back-to-back Euros, that was the happiest I've seen her when Burna Boy came out, honestly. She was absolutely loving it. And you mentioned Chloe Kelly. She was on stage talking, and you look at the year she's had. The beginning of January, Manchester City weren't playing her. You know, she had to kind of force a loan out to Arsenal, wins the Champions League with Arsenal, then basically wins the Euros for England with a substitution performances and a penalty. You know, she's had an amazing, amazing year. And it was great to see her on stage, all the girls celebrating, a lot of different performances and stuff. Yeah, it was brilliant.
Angelina, what about the coach then, Serena? England have got to do their utmost to keep her, haven't they?
Yeah, I think so. Adrian did put the question to Mark Bullingham about what would happen when it comes to the World Cup. Are they going to try and extend a contract beyond the World Cup? A little bit coy on that one, but you would like to think that before the World Cup they would already kind of secure her contract for beyond that, because she's going to be a coach in demand, but I guess it depends what she's going to want to do. I would think she's going to want to go to this World Cup, win the World Cup, maybe after that, who knows, she might want to do something maybe like what Jurgen Klopp has done in, kind of retreat back and maybe go into more of a consultation thing. Maybe she'd want to go into domestic football, who knows, but I have a feeling the interviews that talkSPORT have done with her, seeing the way that she speaks, the way that she carries herself, I wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of her. She is no nonsense, no messing about. And I think, she obviously wants to be successful, she wants to win trophies, so definitely the World Cup, she's going to want that.
Angelina, I've not looked, but the under-21 team, that surely will have an influence on whether she stays or not. Have they got a good under-21 team?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's the thing, is that there seems to be this continuous flow of talent. But you even look at players that didn't get into this team that are, or even players that got into this squad that are still very young. You look at someone like Maya Letizia, who's a centre-back for Manchester United. She's their captain. She's still quite young. She didn't get a sniff at this tournament. But, you've got Leah Williamson, you've got Jess Carter, you've got Alex Greenwood, very experienced players. But Man United had one of the best defences in the league. So you even look at someone like that, some of the other younger players in that squad, Jess Carter, Grace Clinton, they're names for the future. And of course, Michelle Adjiaman, who was fantastic. But in the under-21s as well, they've got talent, and that's where I guess we're really, really lucky, and you've got this constant flow. So I think that she'll be looking at that and she'll be pretty comfortable.
Angelina, well done. Really enjoyed the last couple of weeks. Incredible win, wasn't it? It really was. Spain were good, Dino. They'll be kicking themselves. The way they keep the ball, the way they pass, short passes, like the men's team, really, really good.
I thought they gave up.
No punch. Really?
Yeah, I thought they just got disillusioned with.
Yeah, but listen, the Lionesses, showed a lot of guts and courage to get to the final and stayed in it and won it. So well done, Angelina. Thank you. Right, Lizzie and Rupert coming up. I had an interesting chat yesterday over a glass of wine at the end of the show with Rupert's brother and his son. That's coming next. 19 minutes past 7 o'clock. Dino, are you down here all week? You were invited yesterday.
No, I'm...
What do you mean, no?
No, I'm not here all week.
Well,
I was going to go to the cricket Thursday at the Oval.
The Oval? Well,
yeah.
Why? Yeah?
Yeah, I'm thinking about going to the cricket.
And how have you got tickets to that?
Green room.
Really?
Mike.
He's a good guy, Mike.
Mike said I
nice
can come
guy.
if I want.
Nice guy.
Fancy it?
I can't. I'm going to Spain Friday.
Last time I went.
It's my daughter's 40th as well. 40th, I can't believe it, my middle one.
Not Michelle?
40 years, no, Lucy.
Oh, yeah.
40 years old, I can't believe it. Where has the time gone?
I know.
I'm going to be pushing up daisies soon. It's a joke, absolute joke, honestly.
Well, there's an hour and 20 minutes gone on the show already.
Oh, yeah.
Won't get that back.
Well, why'd you keep looking at the clock? I'm enjoying this. You're obviously
good.
not.
No, it's good.
You can't wait for 10 o'clock, can you?
You're double lively today.
Am I?
Yeah.
No.
You're hammering everyone.
I'm not hammering anyone. Just Mike Graham deserves it.
And Campo. And Ollie Kling.
No. Listen, when I have a go at people, that means I like them.
Yeah.
I do.
I know that.
Where's that tube Rupert? Where is he? Anyway, I sat down with his son yesterday, and he told me a few stories. And then his brother popped along, Michael Bell, who trains for the Queen. And Michael came along, and I did say to Michael, I said, I'm so sorry having to go at your brother all the time. He says, Alan, give him as much as you want. So quite clearly, they don't go on.
Well, I think Rupert's a really nice chap, to be honest. Not joking. He's a nice bloke, Rupert.
All he said...
He
said a birdie on. He said he fluked it, he topped it, it hit 3 bushes and ended up rolling in the hole. He says, so don't worry about that. He says, Dino got a lovely birdie. He got backspin in the hole. He said, my dad. He said, how he got that, I'll never know.
But he wasn't cheating, which he's been accused of by Andy Townsend and by Ollie Thornton.
And the members of Broadway Golf Club.
Yeah, so I haven't seen it myself. I was watching him closely. There was no cheating.
Really?
No, he Played He had 22 points after 10 holes, Stapleford.
Nah, I'm not having that.
He did. He would have won if he'd have
hits
finished
the ball
properly.
160 yards, doesn't
No, he don't.
Off the tee.
No, he's doing Pilates now and everything. Got his own coach.
Oh, he's got a personal trainer, hasn't he? Him and Mike Graham share the same trainer, by all accounts.
Yeah, well, he's a different man now.
We are just 16 days away from the start of the Premier League. We'll put our first taste of the North London Derby tomorrow afternoon over in Hong Kong. Now, Parlour thinks back. He was in Singapore and Hong Kong. New Spurs boss, this is Thomas Frank, of course. He spoke to the press. He spoke to the media yesterday and appeared to praise the fiercest rivals.
I think it's a great challenge. Besides being our big rivals, and it's the first North London derby outside UK. It's also right now one of the best teams, must say, unfortunately, in the world. We also need to be honest. So, in that way, it's a big test, but it's more than a test. That against Arsenal is not only a friendly. Of course, it's a game. We'll do everything we can to win.
Wow, Thomas Frank there. Now, Arsenal have really strengthened the squad, but Tottenham, so yesterday, our lovely horse, Shadow Dance, who go to York now for the Ebo, ran a cracker yesterday from a bad draw, came from the back and finished not far away. Remember him, right? He's a top horse, Shadow Dance. Glenn Hoddle, Ozzy Adair's myself, Graham, who owns the stud, is a lovely guy. We were talking to some of the members who are part of the syndicate, and they're all Spurs mad, right? They are Tottenham mad, really worried again about next year. I said, who have we bought? They're really, really worried.
They've got a good manager there, Thomas Frank, but I wouldn't have got rid of Ange. I would have given him a chance this year. But, saying that, Arsenal playing Spurs in Hong Kong, and you're surprised when you get a load of injuries. The season's only just finished.
Yeah.
And like you know...
It's money, Dino, isn't it? It's cash again.
Yeah, but don't complain when you get injuries. Don't come on the TV saying we've got loads of injuries.
I agree, mate. But it's, it's like it's commercial now, isn't it?
Yeah, but like you were going on about player welfare. I do agree. It takes 3 weeks. If you've got an injury, 3 weeks it takes you to get fit. So at the end of the season, when you're carrying like little knocks that you've carried and you're playing through it, you need 3 weeks to rest and do nothing so your body heals itself. Some of these lads have got straight on planes and they're playing nonsense friendlies abroad right after the season's finished.
Yeah.
So they end up not having a proper pre-season.
No, I agree, and you're right. Come January, Feb, the excuses will come out, won't they, from the coaches and managers? But their hands are tied as well, Dino. It's the people above them make these decisions. Unless you're a strong guy like Wenger or Fergie say, no, we're not going there. I'm not going to the other side of the world. No, if you want to do well next year, you listen to me. That we're not doing it. But there's not many coaches and managers can do that.
No, and if you look at an ideal pre-season would be 6 games. You do 4 weeks of long distance stuff and getting some endurance in their legs. Then you sharpen them up.
Yeah.
The nearer we get to the season, and you play 6 games, no travelling, as near as we can to play against the teams that we're going to play against, and then they're ready to go. But getting on an aeroplane to Hong Kong, back to London, out to Australia.
No, I agree, Dino. And then most people would agree with you as well. It's all about money. Right, let's go back to London. Here we are, day 2, glorious Goodwood. A bit puffy clouds, but saying that still, what a racecourse. It's absolutely stunning. I'm just looking to my left here. There's a beautiful red kite soaring above the grandstand. See him, Dino?
Yeah, I can see him.
He is an absolute
the sun's coming out. Oh.
Beautiful. Right, let's head back to London. Sam Quick is back with us. What have you got, Sam? Morning.
Morning. Yeah, thanks for that.
Morning,
lovely
Sam.
Visual. Morning, Dino. Now, you two, right, you may be at Goodwood, but yesterday you did prove you found it difficult to focus on purely sport. Come on.
What you say? What you say? What you say? What did she say?
What's that?
So I'm just doing an impression of you coming up the stairs.
You had to make chicken salad out of chicken.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Chicken manure. You had to change it into chicken salad.
Describe me at Rotherham, quick and brainless.
I watch YouTube golf chipping videos and
That's sad, isn't it, that, Dean?
Why?
Really?
Barbars.
I'm going to have to leave.
These stairs are mud. Get the left, fix the mud.
By the way, Sam, what a screwball he is, Joe Marler.
I think he's a great character.
Yeah.
He's a character, but he's a screwball.
Yeah, a mix, always the best. Now for both of
What
you.
about him, Sam? What about him going to Liverpool, doing a podcast and saying the Beatles are rubbish, average, overrated?
Unbelievable. I mean, did he want to get his head kicked in or what? I mean...
What about Alan calling him the hunch? Calling him the hunch. Esmeralda.
Alan Brazil against Joe Marler.
The bells. Oh, easy peasy. I took on Keith Wood once in a Dublin nightclub. Don't worry about that, Sam.
Did you?
Call him
I can handle myself.
Keith Wood? He's tiny, isn't he?
No, he's not. He's a big lump.
Keith Wood, the guitarist?
No, the Irish guy.
The rugby player.
No, would he? No. Anyway, Sam, what you got for?
Anyway, right, you just proven my point here, Alan. So you two, alongside Joe Marler, like you said, Neil Warnock, talking absolute waffle yesterday. So I'm going to do it for you, right? So I'm going to show you some stories that have nothing to do with sport. So we're going to kick off with a story from a brother and sister who'd been travelling around Thailand. They'd been booking trips from island to island and flights galore. They turned up to the airport yesterday, ready for a trip to Barcelona, only to realise that they'd booked their flight a year in advance and they'd turned up a year early. I mean, Alan, we all know that you have a bit of a reputation for turning up late, but have you ever turned up early to anything like that?
No, Sam, just rewind a wee bit here. What do you mean I turn up late? When was the last time I was late for a show in 27 years?
What, you're late all the time?
I was going to say, get the scroll out.
I get paid from 6:04 to 2 minutes to 10. I'm always
What about
here
your
before
prep work?
6:04. That doesn't come into it, right? If you're confident and you ad-lib, you get away with that. I'm talking about being in my chair before 6:04.
Take that, Sam.
Yeah, we'll take that.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, a lot of people will take that at face value, Alan. Right.
But in saying that, Sam, going back to your question, I've ever booked a flight. No, I don't book my flights. My children book my flights for me.
I'll tell you what I did do. Last week. I was playing in a golf tournament at Brockett Hall,
Beautiful.
Nice course.
Right, so your golf days there coming up.
Two
of them. Yeah, I'll be
and
there.
then Glen Eagles. You coming to Glen Eagles?
Yes, I'm coming to that one.
Where's
How
my
about this,
invite?
Sam? Right,
Where's my
so
invite?
Sam, are you a golfer?
It's standing still hockey. It's great. It's easy. I'm a golfer.
Yeah,
I've
well, you
beaten
can't
Ollie
stand
Bell
on the
course.
first tee with a hockey stick, can you? Oh, well, Ollie's murder.
Yeah, he's not.
Ollie's, yeah,
Everyone's beaten Ollie Bell on the
Ollie
golf
next to
course,
me.
haven't they?
Well, Rupert. Oh God, you want to see Rupert? His swing. He's like Lee Trevino, and who's that guy? The bad Freddie Couples, all mixed in one. Bad back, and you never know what he's going to do next. He's murder.
Anyway, Sam, broke it all. I turned up on the Tuesday to play in the tournament, and Jay Buthroyd's in the clubhouse having a sandwich. I said, "What time are you teeing off?" He went 10:30. I said, "You can't be. There's a big comp on. I'm playing in it." He went, "Are you sure?" He's had a look on the time. I was a day early. It was the next day. Drove all the way to London.
Enjoy your sandwich, eh? Sam, anything else quickly before we break?
Yeah, quick one. Anyone got pets? Well, this particular Blackpool B&B owner.
Hugo, morning.
Yeah, that's such a posh name as well, that for you, Alan. Cute name. Hello,
he's
Hugo.
a posh dog. No, he's a beautiful dog. He's a posh dog.
What is he?
He's
What
breed?
breed?
He's a cockapoo.
Oh, very posh, very nice. Dog
so
at the
a cocker
moment.
spaniel mixed with a poodle, and he gets his brains from the poodle.
Where does he come in the pecking order in your house?
First.
Before your wife?
Oh, yeah.
You prefer the dog?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You're joking.
I do. No.
You can't say that, Al. Live on here.
I just have.
He said it out loud.
She knows that.
He's only gone and done it. Right. To sidestep that so you don't get too many slaps on the wrist, Alan. This particular pet is a
sleep
seagull.
with Hugo.
It's getting worse.
It's
getting worse.
Keep digging.
He's sleeping with the dog. Oh.
Disgusting.
Sam, we'll come back to you. We'll come back to you, Sam. Sorry. 7:30.
James Trafford will wear the #1 shirt after being re-signed by Man City and becoming the most expensive English goalkeeper ever. He left City 2 years ago, moving to Burnley for £14 million. Pep's now paid £27 million to bring him back. Well, elsewhere at City, talkSPORT understands Everton and West Ham are still interested in signing Jack Grealish. The winger has accepted his time at the Etihad is over after being left out of the Club World Cup squad. His former teammate Gabby Agbonlahor says Grealish hasn't loved every minute of his time at the Etihad.
Could it have been better? Of course. Could he have scored more goals? He'll definitely say he could have got more goals and assists, 100%. And when he looks back, would he say, I enjoyed my role at Villa where I was the main man and I could get on the ball and do whatever I liked.
Yeah.
Was his football more enjoyable at Aston Villa? I'll say definitely, yeah.
Well, over at Sheffield Wednesday, the departure of manager Danny Rowe and the closure of Hillsborough's North Stand are the latest developments in a chaotic summer. Wages have gone unpaid. The local MP said the club is being held hostage by the owner, and now some fans are fearing the worst. talkSPORT's Sheffield reporter Alan Biggs has given his verdict.
It's just a story of chaos and appalling decision-making from the top.
There's plenty more at talksport.com.
This is talkSPORT Breakfast with Arnold Clark. Build your own car deal online, all with a few clickety-clicks. They make buying your next car easy. Dean, the storyteller, alongside me, Saunders. Right, it was a busy opening day yesterday at glorious Goodwood. Day one as the Aidan O'Brien trained horse Scandinavia took the feature race of day one. The Goodwood Cup, despite the stable jockey Ryan Moore elected to ride stable in Illinois, who finished second, but it was one hell of a race. The day, though, very sad, was marred, however, by the devastating loss of a star stayer, Truchan, who's been a great ambassador for the Alan King stable, a horse which won the Goodwood Cup back in 2021, as well as 3 long-distance champion cups. So sad. So day 2 today, and the feature race of the day, this is the Visit Qatar Sussex Stakes. What a race. Where Field of Gold is the red-hot favourite. So looking ahead to today's racing journey, day 2 racing. John is now as a talkSPORT. I was going to say a racing expert, so I'm going to go straight to Lizzie Kelly. Lizzie, very good morning.
Morning.
Lizzie, did you enjoy yesterday?
Yeah, I thought it was great. Yeah, I thought it was a great day. We had some pretty impressive winners. Scandinavia, obviously, you've said.
What a race, great race.
I mean, that was the second 3-year-old to win that race in sort of 35 years.
What was it, getting a stone from the second?
Yeah, but I mean, it's quite difficult to beat older horses as a 3-year-old, even if you are getting that weight allowance. And I mean, the 35 years, you know, only Stradivarius was the horse that was able to do it, and Stradivarius obviously went on and won 3. So you're sort of looking at, is that where Scandinavia is that like where his career is gonna go?
Well, I sat yesterday having a refreshment with ITV Ollie Bell, who told me, he says, "What are you doing, Alan?" I said, "I'm back in Scandinavia." He says, "No, don't." I said, "Why?" He says, "My dad has said Illinois cannot get beat."
I didn't say anything of the sort.
Well, that's what your son said to me. He said, "My dad said Illinois can't get beat."
I'm presuming you didn't listen to that one.
I almost changed my mind. Thank God I didn't. Good morning, Rupert.
Morning. You're just making lies up again.
I am not. So are you doing Pilates? Have you got a private trainer now?
I got the body hacker.
Yeah. And so
I don't do Pilates.
I've made that up as well, have I?
Well, not you made it up that I do Pilates. So
before we go on to the racing, how many runs did you get last night?
Ollie was out first ball.
No doubt. He had 3 bottles of Vive Clicquot yesterday with me, so no doubt he was out first ball.
Why are you leading my son astray?
Well, he just happened to be there, and then your brother came along. I'm not even going to tell the nation what your brother said about you. The worst officer at Sandhurst ever was, but I'll say no more than that.
Well, it's absolutely true. I was. I have no idea how I ended up in the army. people followed me out of curiosity, so there we go. So no, I for once, Michael is talking the truth.
And Michael says, whatever you do, don't tell him I fancy my horse tomorrow. So don't mention it, Rupert.
Well, someone's already mentioned it to me this morning.
Go on then, tell the nation.
Spicy Marg in the 420.
Right.
Ridden by Kieran Schumacher.
Oh, yeah.
And
is he not riding in the Sussex Stakes today?
No, Lizzie, that's a bit mean of him, isn't it?
Yeah, a bit mean.
A low blow.
Had a bag of sand on him in the Guineas.
You need to go get over it. You are bitter and twisted about that.
I am. Too right I am. He should have bolted up. Anyway, Lizzie, what do you fancy today before I get in trouble?
Well, yeah, Field of Gold obviously is the main star attraction today. William Buick's got the ride today, and that's going to be a fantastic race in the Sussex Stakes later. I think earlier in the day, I like Jabara. She won this last year before getting demoted for interference. She's been very consistent, and she was probably too keen last time at Chelmsford, but I think that she can bounce back.
Yeah, Rupert, I was going to say, what do you fancy today, Rupert?
Well...
or what can we cross off? What do you...
Well, it's just not fair, dear listener.
Well, when was the last time you tipped a winner? Eh? Red Rum winning the National? When was the last time?
Well, that was probably about right, actually. When did I last... I don't know, but here's the thing. Overpriced, and I think Dave might... Why is Docklands around 20 to 1 when he beat Rosalian? If you think he's the second best horse and could be the second best horse in the race, having won at Ascot, maybe if you're looking at a forecast or something, that might be the one with Field of Gold, who I do expect to win and I want to win.
Look, it's an undulating track, Lizzie. You know, it was. I'm sure you've ridden around here a few times, but it's a. No, you haven't. No. All right. Of course, there's no jumps here. You should. But it is as they come around that bend. You know, it's the camber. It's a tight bend.
Yeah.
It's not an easy track, so you got to be careful to back these hot pots because he's odds on, isn't he?
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's worth mentioning is one advantage that you have if you're riding up the rail is that there's a cutaway obviously up the straight, so when they turn in off that round bend, you will have some room to move into. We saw people using it yesterday. It means that you almost get like an extra lane on the inside, so that's obviously slightly evens it out, because of the problem with being stuck in on the rail is sometimes you can't get out, but here like you have that little cutaway, so that's a big help.
So Lizzie, I'd like to say as well, I did bump into Alan King a couple of times just and I said, Alan, hi, and he was devastated with Truchan. You know, being put down. That must be horrendous, not just for the trainer, for the owners, for the lads and lasses back at the yard, because he's been a great champion for the stable, hasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, it was just absolutely awful, and obviously for poor Holly Doyle, who had such an amazing association with him, and he was a horse that really helped put her on the map, and yeah, it was tragic, and I think that sometimes people feel like we overplay our hand when we lose a racehorse, but actually it has such a huge knock-on effect. That horse has had so many people involved with it, from farriers to, like you say, the girl that will have been leading him up and all the rest of it, and it's just awful. And obviously he was such a likeable horse, very, very talented, and yeah, just sort of ruined yesterday really for me.
Yeah. Rupert, okay, so what's your highlight today, Rupert? What are you looking forward to? By the way, I have to say, Rupert, to give you some credit,
what's happening?
You have sharpened up a lot. Have you noticed that, Dean? He is looking
100%.
He is looking the part now. Before, you were a shambles.
What's your routine now then? When you get up, in the morning, are you on the shakes and all that? Sit-ups, press-ups?
No, he used to shake. He's calmed down a bit.
Well, you should talk, Alan. What do you like when you get up?
I have never had the shakes in my life. There
I don't believe that. Really.
So what's the secret, Rupert? How do you look so good?
Well, I don't know, really. It's just me being me. I get up, I splash it all over, and away I go, you know.
I thought you were doing Pilates.
No, I don't do any Pilates.
Well, Where did that
meditation.
come from, Al?
But
Did you just
no,
make
I
that up?
heard you've got a personal trainer.
I do have it. He's a very fit young man called called the Body Hacker, and he sorts me out.
A very fit young man. Rupert. Oh, hello. Well named. Right, still to come, 7:43.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. From excavators to skips or cement mixers to pressure washers, Travis Perkins Hire has all your landscaping needs covered.
We're going to be joined by a very, very special guest who's in great form at the moment, a Ballon d'Or winner, Michael.
Michael Owen, he's got goals with him, but it's still Owen. Oh, what a goal!
Yeah, that's right. Ballon d'Or winner Michael Owen will be here with us at glorious Goodwood. We'll chat all things Liverpool, Isak, and of course today's racing. Next, so you hear from Neil Warnock, who's thrown his hat right into the ring for the Sheffield Wednesday job. Can you believe it? That was a look ahead with Travis Perkins.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. It's easy to hire at Travis Perkins with a Travis Perkins trade account.
Minutes to 8 o'clock. What are you looking at?
Look, the sun's out. What a sight
well,
that
open
is.
the door then and give us a little
looking over the downs. Can see for miles. Look at that. What a day.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? This is Steve.
Glorious Goodwood.
This is where Steve was born and bred.
Magnificent.
It is a beautiful part of the world. Petworth down here, Chichester Harbour, Isle of Wight over the other side. How nice was that yesterday in that beautiful box?
Yeah.
Overlooking the Isle of Wight. Gorgeous, wasn't it?
And we had a glass of wine.
We had
Nice.
a glass of Montrachet.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And that is a proper glass, Dino. You won't be having that for a while. Stunning. Although saying that, someone who's got 9 properties, you can afford it easy. It's beautiful. Right, some of the headlines you're waking up to this morning. Goalie James Trafford has joined Man City from Burnley in a deal which the Clarets say is a new record fee for a British goalkeeper. It means City boss Pep is the first manager to spend more than £2 billion on transfers in his career. What about that? I would not have guessed that. Mark Clattenburg, Neil Warnock's best friend, has accused former Chelsea star John Obi Mikel of trying to punch him amid his row with the club back in 2012. The ex-Premier League referee says Mikel burst into his dressing room at Stamford Bridge after a heated match, Chelsea against Man United in October 2012. Why has that come out now, Dino? Is that because he's got a book out or something?
He must be writing a book, or he's been on a podcast or something, but so why are you digging that up?
I don't know.
What's in the stays in the dressing room?
2012. Sheffield Wednesday boss Danny Roll has left the Christchurch Championship club by mutual consent. Could he dare jump ship from the Blades into Wednesday? All eyes now turn to who could be the next man in the dugout. Could it be a certain Neil Warnock, who's helping out at Torquay at the moment? Well, he caught up with talkSPORT's Ollie Klink regarding this news.
So we're in the back of the cab on our way to Goodwood races alongside Neil Warnock. Neil, we've had the official news now that Danny Roll has left Sheffield Wednesday. What's your initial reaction to that news?
Well, it's not a shocker. I mean, I think the lads were disappointed that he didn't go back for the start of pre-season. I think there were talks about him going to other clubs, and I think some of the lads were disappointed that, they felt a little bit let down. So I think it's natural, and the way the club is at the moment financially, I would think that they've just said enough's enough, really.
Obviously, your association is with the Blades, but you must be so sad to see what's going on with Wednesday at the moment. What do you make of the situation there?
Well, Sheffield Wednesday drove me on to almost be what I am, or what I've been, and it was the best club around when I was a kid. I watched Pele take a penalty for Santos against Sheffield Wednesday in a packed house on a floodlit evening, and it was magical for me. And it's sad. Yeah, I know you have your rivalry, but it's a really good club, and Sheffield's a hell of a place. So I'm sure it'll right itself as soon as hopefully the owners will change hands and there'll be some stability.
In that sense, we heard Joe Marler yesterday saying he wanted Australia to be the Lions to create a bit more of a series. It made us think about, potentially whether you ever had rival clubs from the clubs that you'd been managing at offer you a job, and whether you had to think about that kind of situation. Did that happen?
Yeah, many times, yeah. Sheffield Wednesday was one of them. I remember I was going to do Milan Mandaric asked me, and I said, yeah, OK, I'll do that. But I said, I'll tell you what, this was on a Friday afternoon. I said, have the weekend to think about it, Milan, and have a word with your chief exec and 1 or 2 other staff. And if you still want me on Monday, I'll come. Because I felt I'd been let down at Sheffield United. So I thought I'd try it. And then on the Monday morning he rang me and said, oh, Neil, I know what you mean. He said, we better leave it. So that was probably as close.
So would you be interested in the job now, or...?
Well, you've got to say yes at my age, dearie me. But I do enjoy, you never say never in anything. But it is a good club, and it does need managing, really. I think they've not had the sustained success that the crowds are unbelievable, really, and they've maintained that. Whatever division they've gone down to, they've maintained great crowds. But it's sad to see some of the players leaving now because of the contractual situation as well. But it'll bounce back. All good clubs bounce back, and it's for a healthy. I was only looking at the fixtures yesterday. I think it's December, Sheffield United Wednesday. I was just looking at when I'm going to go and watch a game up there.
Neil was very animated yesterday, but the bit I can't bring you is when he was talking to Ollie. Do something about your hair, son! Do something about that hair! Ollie, morning.
Yeah, from Neil Warnock as well.
Did he know he was being
too.
recorded there? Did he know?
He did, Dino.
Because he's actually gone for the Sheffield Wednesday job there,
isn't it?
Neil?
Amazing.
He's
By the way,
in his car listening now.
Just quickly, in terms of Sheffield Wednesday, it's 10 days until the Championship season starts. They've got no manager. They've got 10 players over the age of 21. They might have to close the South Stand at Hillsborough.
I know,
and the owner wants 100 million. So they are in a mess. But
100 million.
Yeah.
Having a laugh.
I know. For the state it's in at the moment. But you said it a lot yesterday as well, Dino. It is the kind of situation that someone like Neil Warnock goes into and fixes, isn't it?
He would be perfect for that.
What's that great start? Well, not great start. Start about Sheffield and Rome have in common, Dino? Both built around Seven Hills.
All right. Wise words.
Trivial Pursuit question.
Wise
there
words.
You go.
Cheers for that, Al.
But,
anyway.
but the rivalry, because I played for Sheffield Wednesday, Sheffield United, not Sheffield Wednesday.
Oh, steady, Dino.
Just catching. So the rivalry is fierce in that city.
Well, actually, we went and asked some of the Goodwood punters about this. You know, can you ever go to another club if you're a manager or a player that is your rival? Here's what they had to say.
Is that ever acceptable? Can a rival manager ever take over a rival club?
Well, I have Mourinho going to Spurs, didn't it? So it can happen. But it depends on the fan base, really. I think Sheffield, I'd say no. I wouldn't be happy.
What's your message to Neil Warnock then?
Sort yourself out, mate. Come on.
Who's the biggest Judas in football, do you think, ever?
Daniel Sturridge.
Why Daniel Sturridge, mate?
You know, he does that silly dance.
Neil Warnock, earlier on, legend of the game, legend of Sheffield United, said that he would manage Sheffield Wednesday. Right? Is it ever acceptable for that to happen?
Nah, definitely not. That's a fine.
Connor, who's the biggest Judas? And I think I know who you're going to say, right?
I don't know. Redknapp, Crouch, anyone like that? Yeah, all of them.
I'm a United fan. Carlos Tevez, snake.
Dino, I was having a look. Is this right? When you were at Swansea, did you go on loan to Cardiff?
Yeah.
Oh, shocking.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, well,
how the hell did that come about?
Well, I was
Reddies, that's shocking.
John Bond was the manager, and he released me, but before he released me, he went, go on loan to Cardiff. And Cardiff were a league up, so it was difficult, obviously, because...
Did you get booed by your own fans?
Well, first game, I was warming up on the pitch in Ninian Park, and the ball rolled over the edge of the pitch, over the track, right by the fence, and there was a lad's... His face was squashed against the fence. And I won't tell you what he said, but it was somewhere like, get back to Swansea, I think he said, before I kicked the ball.
Did it ever happen to you, Al? Did you have a rival club?
No.
You wouldn't have done that.
No.
Hey, let me just clear this up. I thought Spurs and Arsenal were the rivals.
Oh, they are.
Not Chelsea.
Well,
I didn't realise.
No,
I thought it was Spurs and
London,
Arsenal.
No, the problem is in London, everyone hates Spurs. West Ham hate them, Arsenal hate them, everyone hates them, Chelsea hate them.
Yeah. Why is that?
No, the big one is Tottenham Arsenal.
But I think Chelsea would look at Spurs, wouldn't they, and say that's the last club that someone should go to. That's why they were saying about Mourinho, I think. But yeah. I can't believe you're on loan. And on loan as well. That's bizarre. I don't think I've ever heard of that.
I was only 18.
Really, yeah.
Yeah, we've all been on loan.
Yeah.
So, Dino, going back to Cardiff, that'd be a great buy for someone. I know Gareth is thinking about getting involved.
Definitely.
It'd be a great buy, wouldn't it?
Well, it hurts me to say this, but Cardiff is the biggest club in Wales. Obviously, it's in the capital. It is the biggest club. They would get more supporters than Swansea if they were both top of the Premier League. So if somebody wants to buy a football club and take it forward, Cardiff City is a good buy if you get it at the right price.
What about Sheffield Wednesday, though? It obviously looks like a mess at the moment, but 100 million is a lot, isn't it, right?
Do you know what I would say, and I'm going to get slaughtered now, and in recent times, the Blades... Yeah, but I think Wednesday... This is terrible, but I think Wednesday are the bigger club.
No.
Do you really?
No.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. In my head, I've got Wednesday a bigger club than Sheffield United.
This is a bit controversial.
Get hammered over this.
Well, this is a bit controversial, right? When you drive around Sheffield, you only see red and white shirts.
Right, but
now and again.
Said Wednesday's bigger, though.
No, I didn't say Wednesday's bigger.
So you disagree? You think Sheffield United's a bigger club?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Is that just because they've been in the Premier League more recently? Because I'm
you go back to Sheffield Wednesday, you know, they had success, Trevor Francis and all that, and that was a while ago, but Wednesday get big crowds, or they would get big crowds if they're back in the Premier.
Yeah. Do you know they used to play cricket on Bramall Lane? in the middle of the
Didn't it
pitch.
start as a cricket ground, did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
God, there's a lot of trivial pursuit going on, isn't there?
It's a cricket club, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. Just quickly, someone you can ask about this is the man coming in later, Michael Owen, because he went from Liverpool, not directly, but ended up at Manchester United as well. Ooh, is that the worst one you can do, do you think?
No, I think the worst would be Sol Campbell. Spurs to Arsenal. Oh, you talk to any Tottenham fan. Oh, my God.
The way he did it as well.
Whoa. Or Mo Johnson, signing for Celtic, then went to Rangers.
Yeah.
Paul Ince played for Man United and
Mo's
Liverpool.
a top guy by all accounts. Ali says, oh, what a great guy, but how he done that, I will never know.
Yeah. Celtic to Rangers has got... I think that might be the most controversial move. Do you know what I mean? That, between clubs. Do you think? Just because of the rivalry.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
It's not
How
just
about
football,
this,
is it?
John Hartson failed a medical at Rangers, and he ended up signing for Celtic.
He did not.
He did.
Oh, I'm not talking to him again.
He did. No, he tells everyone.
He did not.
He did. He failed a medical.
Did he really?
Yeah. And then Celtic signed.
What, he was too honest?
Martin O'Neill just went, we'll have him.
What a goal he scored against Liverpool. Do you remember
what a player.
Anfield for Celtic?
What
Wow.
a player. Great player, John.
Gaffer, why'd you take me off? I love that story, Dino. Maybe tell that later if we've got time. Ollie, thank you. Sort your banter out. A reminder, the EFL is back this weekend on the talkSPORT network. It all starts Friday night with double relegation outfit Luton. Oh, what's gone wrong there? Against AFC Wimbledon. It's live on talkSPORT 2. Then the following weekend, return of the Championship, the Super Blues. Ipswich Town travel to the other Blues, Birmingham. So another relegated versus promotion clash. Who's going to finish top? Who's going to finish above? Will it be Birmingham or will it be Ipswich? So Neil Warnock, Sheffield United legendary manager, wants to manage Sheffield Wednesday. He's going to kill us for this. Is that acceptable? Can you manage your rival club? 03 717 22 3344. The number. Remember, we're going to be joined for half an hour by England and Premier League legend, 2001 Ballon d'Or winner Michael Owen up at Manor House Stables. Michael's here at Goodwood. But up next, the cowboy himself, Alex Krug, yeehaw, will give us the very latest on what is going on in Newcastle. He makes it up. And also whether Ollie Watkins could be in a Manchester United shirt.
James Trafford will wear the #1 shirt after being re-signed by Man City and becoming the most expensive English goalkeeper ever. He left City 2 years ago, moving to Burnley for £14 million. Pep's now paid £27 million to bring him back. Well, elsewhere at City, talkSPORT understands Everton and West Ham are still interested in signing Jack Grealish. The winger has accepted his time at the Etihad is over after being left out of the Club World Cup squad. His former teammate Gabby Agbonlahor says Grealish hasn't loved every minute of his time at the Etihad.
Could it have been better? Of course. Could he have scored more goals? He'll definitely say he could have got more goals and assists, 100%. And when he looks back, would he say, I enjoyed my role at Villa where I was the main man and I could get on the ball and do whatever I liked.
Yeah.
Was his football more enjoyable at Aston Villa? I'd say definitely, yeah.
Well, over at Sheffield Wednesday, the departure of manager Danny Roll and the closure of Hillsborough's North Stand are the latest developments in a chaotic summer. Wages have gone unpaid. The local MP said the club is being held hostage by the owner, and now some fans are fearing the worst. talkSPORT's Sheffield reporter Alan Biggs has given his verdict.
It's just a story of chaos and appalling decision-making from the top. Mismanagement is not too strong a word for it. Total mismanagement. I've never seen a situation or a club like this crumble in football to this extent.
And last but not least, talkSPORT's very own Jamie O'Hara has put together an on-their-day team. Anyone they missed?
We've got Corrali in goal. We've got Jonathan Woodgate, Ledley King, Chris Samba at the back. Absolute units. And then we've got Diaby and Wiltshire in midfield. Great shouts. We've got Hatem Ben Arfa on the right doing bits. We've got JJ Kocher and Adel Taarabt as the two number 10s, absolutely making things happen, doing zero defending. Got Georgie Kincladze on the left, just skipping past players for fun. And up front, sadly, Andy Carroll gets nipped at the post right at the death. Kanu gets in there.
There's plenty more at talksport.com.
Okay, 8:05, and the snake in his boots, he is back. Crookie's back from the Algarve. By the way, you have more holidays than me and Dino.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I've got a lot of kids to keep happy.
How many kids?
4.
You have not.
I've got 4, yeah.
Really?
So the first holiday was just with the youngest one, and then I had to include the other 3.
Whoa, when I see you in London at karaoke bars, you haven't got a care in the world. 4 kids? I can't believe that.
4 kids, yeah.
How did you do yesterday? Did you have a...
Absolutely terrible. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Not a winner all day, but today will be better.
Well, you should have been with me and Steve-O. We were in the Montrachet box yesterday. Very, very nice. And I have to tell you, my pockets are bulging.
Good. I'm delighted for you, Al.
So, were you here all week?
Yes.
So you're not lost, you're losing?
Yeah.
You're losing at the moment.
1-0 to the bookies, but I've just picked out 7 for today that are going to get me out of trouble. Yeah.
Oh, no, you can't.
7 winners. 7 winners.
I had 2 bets yesterday, 1 winner and 1 nowhere.
See, that's discipline. I like that.
Oh, I am. What does that surprise
Everything in moderation, Al. That's your motto, isn't it?
Absolutely. Steve-O won a few quid. He's got a big smile like a Cheshire cat. And he's still married. Unbelievable.
You know what? I've got a rumour for you.
Go on.
Warnock for Sheffield Wednesday.
Really?
Just breaking
news. You heard it here first.
News.
Yeah.
Well, what, the second biggest club in Sheffield, you say?
Second biggest club.
No blue and white shirts.
Not the Blades, the blue side.
do you know, you were talking about crossing the divide and sort of, rivalries. I was covering Portsmouth when Harry Redknapp went from Portsmouth to Southampton.
Oh, do you remember that?
And came back again. But the best moment of that whole saga, we were all at the Portsmouth training ground, journalists, the day after Harry and Jim decided to go to Southampton. And Jim Smith, this is gospel truth.
By the way, what a character.
He turned up at the wrong training ground. He drove to the Portsmouth training ground, having taken the job as Southampton assistant manager.
That does not surprise me. Jim Smith was a legend.
Absolutely. Yeah.
He was a legend. That vein down his forehead when he was angry used to bulge at you, and you couldn't take your eyes off it. You thought it was going to explode.
He played for Oxford.
I know.
Managed Derby. And among other clubs, loads of clubs.
He was
Top
brilliant,
manager,
he
yeah.
was. Brilliant, honestly. I always remember, I shouldn't really say this, but I will. We're in Langdon's one lunchtime, right? And he's got a big, it shows you how long ago it was, he had a big cigar on. And his tie was down here. And it was industrial language, right? And the maitre d' would come over and say, Mr. Smith, please, we've guests. Can you keep your language a bit sensible? Yeah, all right. 30 seconds later, F this. He's up. Mr. Smith. In the end, they had to say, Mr. Smith, if you don't shut up, you're going out. He was unbelievable. He was
a character, wasn't he?
And then he'd fall asleep. He was brilliant. He was, Jim Smith. He took me to QPR.
Yeah.
My last club, and can I tell this? Yeah. So we've gone down so I did warn him. I says, I've got a bad back. He says, I know you've missed. You've not missed any games, but you missed training. I said, yeah, I need a couple of days after my back to recover. He went, don't worry, we're going to see the chairman. Now, the chairman at the time, I won't mention him, but he was a bit nasty. He was a bit, be careful with him. Anyway, we do a deal. And I tell him my problem. He says, go to Charing Cross Hospital to see my specialist. So I go there, I wait 4 hours for this guy. Guy turns up in a beautiful tweed suit, a bit like Rupert, and a bow tie. He says, right, I've looked at your x-rays, I know what it is. You're not fit enough. Go back to the club, sign the documents. You're fine. As long as they get you fit, you'll be all right. So anyway, it doesn't work. Load of nonsense. So I have to retire. We're back in the car. Jim phones me up, he says. And he lived at Woodstock, near Blenheim.
Yep.
And he picks me up on the way down. We're going down the M40 to London. And I've looked at him and says, Gaffer, is there a problem here? It was cup final day. And we're heading down to a part of London. I won't say because I don't want to give it away. And we drove down. I said, is there a problem here, Gaffer? He went, problem, he said. He says, thank God they finished that M25. We might be holding it up. I went, what? He went, yeah, you don't mess with this, man. So we went down, right? And it was a cup final. And his lovely wife came in and says, can I get a glass of wine? Yeah, lovely. She's lovely. All of a sudden, bottle of Clico, bum, 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 bum. She tells her husband, says, be easy with your heart, be easy. And we watch the first half of the cup final. Half time comes. He says, close that door. Jim jumps up, close the door. Wow, what a rollicking this chairman gives me. He says, you were rubbish when you left Ipswich. You were rubbish at Spurs. You were rubbish at Man United. Now you're trying to con me. Well, I'm not paying you, right? And there was a bit of a signing-on fee issue where he'd give me half, and I fell for it. I'll get the half later. So I'm going down there thinking I'm going to get my second half of the final. No, he wants his half back, right? Now, what an argument we had. And eventually Smithy kicked me. He goes to the loo. He said, do you know who you're talking to? He said, give him it. I went, I'm not giving him it. I'm not giving no chance. He said, well, leave it. Call it a dead heat. Leave it. We got back in the car, back to the Midlands. And he looked at me and says, you don't know how lucky you are. I went, all right, fine, no problem. And that was it. My career was over.
Oh.
But he was...
At least you're alive.
I'm alive, but he was...
what was a bonus?
He was a character, the old chairman. Don't worry about that. He was a character. Nice as pie, and then suddenly, poof, changed like that. Oof. He was ruthless. But Jim Smith, come back to him. Great guy. Anyway, we're backing any horses today. What else we got?
Alex is
transfer news. Oh, yeah, transfer news. Anyone going to QPR?
Not now, they're not.
I knew there was an end to it. Who's going to QPR?
What we got, Alex? What rumours are flying round?
I don't know how to follow that, to be honest. Aaron Ramsdale, Newcastle.
By the way, it's something to do with Pompey as well, Steve, or just for you. Who?
Aaron Ramsdale. Yeah, from Southampton. We shouldn't mention them in front of Steve-O, but to Newcastle.
Sorry, Ollie, would you like to do this interview, would you? God, my ears are buzzing. Have you heard them in my ears? Ask him this, ask him that, ask him that. You do it then. Sorry, you were saying.
What do we think? I mean, listen, the reaction from Newcastle fans is mixed, I think, on Aaron Ramsdale. I think he's a good goalkeeper. I think he's a brilliant character. I think once he gets in that team, he will build up a bond with the Newcastle fans, and they will grow to love him.
I'm with you.
I think this could be a really good signing.
Do you know who loves him? Ray Parlour loves him. He says he's a great guy and a great goalkeeper.
Yeah, he is.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
What about Onana's future then? Because he's in this circle of goalkeeping.
I see what we did there. We were talking about great goalkeepers, and you bring up Andre Onana. Listen, he's not good enough, is he, for Manchester United? I think that's pretty clear. I think Ruben Amorim knows that. The trouble is, who's going to buy him? Who's going to buy him for the money that Manchester United paid for him? So I think what they're looking for is a number 2, but someone who can come in and actually challenge Onana, because Bayindir is the current number 2. He had a brilliant game against Arsenal in the FA Cup, but that's about it in terms of the body of his work.
From day
at
one, I
United.
didn't like him.
No, I'm the same. And actually, I spoke to...
I thought, what am I missing here? I'm missing something, because after a couple of games, I thought, who's this guy?
He had one good year at Inter Milan when they got to the Champions League final, but if you look at what he was like at Ajax, I think he was always error-prone. He was never great with his feet, which is one of the reasons that Erik ten Hag signed him, allegedly. So I think they do need to strengthen, and it's interesting. Could we see a domino effect now? Because, listen, Aaron Ramsdale's not going to go to Newcastle to sit on the bench. The reason he's gone to Newcastle is because he knows he needs to be playing in the Premier League to make sure he's on the plane with England next summer. Where does that leave Nick Pope? Well, he is one of the names that I've heard is on Manchester United's list as potential options to come in and challenge Onana.
Yeah, okay. And one other, have you got one other for us before we break?
Vardy, Calvert-Lewin.
What about
Callum
Vardy?
Wilson.
Yeah, as I mentioned a couple of days ago, Callum Wilson's got an offer from West Ham. I think he's pretty much agreed terms, but he's just delaying and seeing what's out there. Very quiet on the Vardy and Calvert-Lewin front at the moment. I was told that Calvert-Lewin is looking for 150 grand a week, which is why he held talks with Leeds and they backed off. So I think he might have to lower his demands come the end of the transfer window. But listen, you guys,
150 grand a week.
You guys are former number 9s. There's a lot of teams who are looking for strikers at the moment. I'm not saying you should come out of retirement. Al, you definitely shouldn't. But the fact he thinks he can command 150 grand a week, I think, is a reflection of the fact there's not much of a market when it comes to those goal scorers.
By the way, Dino's got a bit of don't breathe in, Dino. He's got a bit of a belly coming. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, but he scored against me in the old talkSPORT trophy.
That really hurt, Alan.
That last bacon butty.
That's it then.
Yeah.
I'm not.
You love a cardigan, don't you? That's your nickname, Val Dunigan. You love a cardigan.
Well, that's all right.
It's a bit warm for a cardigan.
No, I can see you're sweating.
I am.
You're joking.
Yeah, look.
You've got a problem with your thyroid. I had a problem. I'm cool as you like now.
You've got
look at me sweating.
He's got an overactive knife and fork. That's your problem.
or an overactive beer drinking arm, I think, is probably more.
Well, it's old is it Sagres? Or
bit of Super Bock as well.
I don't blame you. Well done.
So
right, Cookie, thank you.
Nobody else. Is that it?
I think we need to break.
Okay.
No, we don't need to break. I do what I like. All he can get stuffed. 8:15. 17 minutes after 8 o'clock, talkSPORT Breakfast live from the Coral Box. Dean, the storyteller, Saunders with me. The traitor that is Gabby has once again been trying his hand in a different show. By the way, he threw you right in front of a bus. I shouldn't bring up again. He threw right in front of a bus, Dino.
Moving on.
And I know you don't want to talk to him
Moving on.
No.
If you can't grasp what I'm saying,
yesterday he was on
move
that Mickey Mouse show Drive, and for some reason he decided to he's having a pop at me now.
Can you do an impression of Al?
Away you go.
You work with him loads, right?
Absolutely.
What's the best and the worst thing about Big Al?
The best thing is how naughty he is on air. The amount of dumps that we have to put for Alan. The worst thing is he's moaning. He moans a lot of the poor producer.
Does he?
Yeah.
Rightly or wrongly? Rightly or wrongly?
Rightly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Gabby, you're right. The producer is poor. But, I don't whinge all the time, do I? I tell the nation about traffic, the A12 and stuff like that. I'm giving them, don't go there. Find a separate route. What's wrong with that?
I go a bit further than that. I think you're holding the whole operation together on your own.
Oh, thank you, Dino.
Yeah. That building opposite the Shard would fall down if you weren't there.
Well, it would be if we were in the Shard, Dino. We're next door to the Shard.
That's what I said, next to it.
News International.
Yeah, but...
Right.
No, whatever you're doing, carry on doing it. Everybody loves the show. Everyone I speak to...
Not everyone does. Not everyone does.
Nearly all of them.
No. I get pelters. Don't worry about that.
No, you don't.
I do. I get pelters.
Yeah, but you're going to get that anyway.
Do a hell. No. Time now for the latest odds. Here we go. Gabby, get lost. Time now for the latest odds with Coral, and someone who loves working with me when I talk about his marriage, and he's still married, but as far as I know, here comes Steve-O.
The Coral Daily Download on talkSPORT with Coral. We're here for it. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.
I'm going to start calling him Hugo Boss. Look, he's immaculate. Rupert comes in like a paraffin. Look at him. He looks magnificent.
Top man, Steve-O.
No, Al is right.
Not you, your suit.
Yeah, no, Al is right. Good
I've
morning.
heard that before, Dino.
morning, gents. This is my wedding suit. Talking of that.
Is it?
Oh,
I get good use of it because it ain't going to work.
Well, you might need it again. One day, you never know.
Absolutely no chance, Dino.
Oh, really? You're in love, are you?
You'll meet her later, Al.
Will I?
A little glass later, yeah.
All right, okay. I'm looking forward to that.
Dino's already had that pleasure.
You are the best dressed man in this building right now.
Right.
Immaculate.
By the way, where is Mr. Clare today?
He'll be listening.
No, where is he?
Tuning in.
Tell the truth, where is he?
Well, he might be.
You do one day, he does the next. Where is he?
He might have his bucket hat on and be practicing his, his.
He is not going to Oasis.
He's going to Oasis.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Really?
He loves a bit of live music, doesn't he? Now, he top scored in the cricket match last night. What I had to get out of him was it a winning effort? No. He lost.
Ollie Bell out for a duck ball account after having an afternoon with me.
Well, this is the problem. Ollie went there, could see three balls coming at him. I have to tell you, Dino, very quickly. So Al left, he had a runner in the first. Now, there's always long odds him getting back up the stairs after he was down there.
No, the lift is working now.
So he found a little spot. Anyway, slightly worrying during the afternoon, Ollie, who we've mentioned, was standing there having a cigarette. Al had a bottle of champagne on the go, and there was a little boy sitting on their table. And I said, which parent has entrusted that child to you two? I mean, the worst child-minding service ever.
By the way, he wouldn't shut up. He was a big Tottenham fan. I'm like, hey, mate, give us a break. I'm racing, OK? This little kid was lovely. He was lovely, he was.
But it was a brilliant first day. On the whole.
Roger Montrachet done us proud.
Well, look, producer Ollie, can we get Joe Marler on to say that it was my tip on Scandinavia?
No, it was not. Honestly.
Unbelievable.
It was definitely your tip.
Thank you, Dino.
He said, I want a guaranteed winner, and you went, that's as good as it gets. Scandinavia.
Anyway, and drifted like a barge, didn't it, in the bet?
Yeah. He was giving a stone Illinois to Scandinavia. It was a big arse. So 1-2 for Aiden in that big race. Personal highlight for me was Zavateri winning the 2-year-old race, owned by an old boss of ours at Coral, Mick Mariscotti and his wife Janice.
I think he's bred at Newsells.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Yes. That's exactly right. Bargain purchase. I mean, 35,000. I know it's a lot of money in the real world, Dino, but in horse racing terms, he's a 20-1 shot for the Guineas, and he's a really exciting one. And Janice, Mick's an old finance man, so he loves to sell. You know, it's all about the bottom line. Janice has told him we are not selling this one, so he'll be excited for next year.
Big race today. I met some lovely people yesterday. My old school friend from Holyrood in Glasgow was there with a few friends, and I met another lovely guys in racing all his life. I had a beautiful day yesterday. Really, really nice.
Well, look, more of the same today, and it is the feature race of the whole year here at Goodwood, the Sussex Stakes, and we have a hot favourite, Dino, Field of Gold.
600 grand for the winner.
Yes,
tremendous.
But we are talking the best of the best here. And Field of Gold could be. Look, I'm not going to compare to Frank Halal, who won this race twice in the Juddmonte colours.
Enable, did she win as well?
She won the Nassau Stakes here, I think, Enable.
Yeah.
I think I'd have to check that. But
from Newsels?
Another one, of course. But Field of Gold 1-3, 3-1 on Dino. So, look, it's probably a race to sit back, enjoy, hopefully a superstar performance. We heard from Rupert earlier. He likes Docklands. It was 20-1 when Rupert spoke.
Yeah, we'll 25. Just put a cross through that.
So, unfortunately...
John Gosden, I spoke to John yesterday, and a top guy, real nice man.
Yeah, well, he trains, obviously, Field of Gold with his son Thady. Yeah. Well, we presented a trophy to him yesterday,
Dino, we did.
Didn't we?
Yeah, we did. It still looks about 15, doesn't he?
Who?
Jockey.
Oh, Billy Loughnane.
Yeah,
Billy the Kid.
Yeah, presenter.
Yeah, I mean, brilliant jockey. We saw some great. You have to ride Goodwood so well, Ali. I mean, there's no margin for error out there. It's an up and down course. We never got to walk it yesterday, Dino.
But we did back the last winner in the last race.
Yes,
me and you.
Well, you talk about good rides. Oisin Murphy gave. That a brilliant ride. He was drawn widest of all.
Top class.
Yeah.
Oisin's had his problems, right? We all have, Dino, haven't we? Sorry, I'm not.
We
I'm
all
not,
make mistakes.
Yeah, we all make mistakes. No. But Oisin was, for me, he is one of the best, without a doubt, one of the best.
Yeah. There's no question. I say his ride on the favourite in the last race proved that. I say he was widest of all, and he got across in front of the whole field, grabbed the rail, and from then on it was a case of. Oi, oi, Dino, the big oi, oi.
Got us out of trouble, didn't it?
So,
well, we weren't in trouble, Dino, we should point out.
I was.
What's the nap today then, Steve-O?
That's a really difficult one. I mean, it's not a betting proposition. I want to see Field of Gold win and win well.
Well, he's going to win, but he's odds on.
Yeah, but I like Sing Us a Song in the first race in the Wathnan colours, who sponsor this meet in Qatar. I'm hoping. Yesterday we had to wait till the 8th race for the big winner, Dino. Hopefully we can turn it around and get off to a win.
Need a good start.
Yeah. I think Roger Varian's in the first going to take a little bit.
You'll take me on. Well, there you go. 4-1 Sudu.
I think that's got a chance.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Roger trains for you. Is this...
Roger's... I did have a little chat with him yesterday. He's hopeful.
What did he say about the horse? Just tell us.
No, Dino. I will tell you in private. I can't have people betting on my say.
And your horse, Shadow Dance, 20-1 for the Ebor now.
That was a nice... it was not a prep race because he was trying. But he was drawn wide, and it was probably 2 furlongs shorter than he'd like. But we were very pleased. That's all I'm saying. We were very, very pleased. All roads lead to York.
An extra half a mile in trip should suit him.
Yeah.
Doing all his best work at the finish.
Yeah. He's a nice horse. He's a gutsy horse. There's no quirks, nothing. Boom. He's got a chance. I'll leave it at that.
That's it.
Shall we get on now?
The other big news is what time we're going to see Roger Montrachet.
He has invited you over if you want to go and enjoy the view from the other side.
Oh, I'd love seeing that Isle of Wight over there on that box.
Beautiful view. You look down across Portsmouth, Dino.
Just the harbour, Dino.
You ruined it there. Saying Portsmouth.
Steve-O, have a great day.
Well, I'm back later.
Oh, yeah. 8:26. Michael Owen coming next.
The Coral Daily Download on talkSPORT with Coral. We're here for it. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.
James Trafford will wear the #1 shirt after being re-signed by Man City and becoming the most expensive English goalkeeper ever. He left City 2 years ago, moving to Burnley for £14 million. Pep's now paid £27 million to bring him back. Well, elsewhere at City, talkSPORT understands Everton and West Ham are still interested in signing Jack Grealish. The winger has accepted his time at the Etihad is over after being left out of the Club World Cup squad. His former teammate Gabby Agbonlahor says Grealish hasn't loved every minute of his time at the Etihad.
Could it have been better? Of course. Could he have scored more goals? He'll definitely say he could have got more goals and assists, 100%. And when he looks back, would he say, I enjoyed my role at Villa where I was the main man and I could get on the ball and do whatever I liked.
Yeah.
Was his football more enjoyable at Aston Villa? I'll say definitely, yeah.
Well, over at Sheffield Wednesday, the departure of manager Danny Rowe and the closure of Hillsborough's North Stand are the latest developments in a chaotic summer. Wages have gone unpaid. The local MP said the club is being held hostage by the owner, and now some fans are fearing the worst. talkSPORT's Sheffield reporter Alan Biggs has given his verdict.
It's just a story of chaos and appalling decision-making from the top.
There's plenty more at talksport.com.
talkSPORT Breakfast, day 2 of glorious Goodwood with Arnold Clark. The app, buy a car and opt in to Arnold Clark Rewards to enjoy access to great giveaways and everyday perks. Dino's with me right now for someone, well, a bit special, absolutely, live here from glorious Goodwood. We're joined by the 2001 Ballon d'Or winner.
Cleared away as far as Ryan Giggs, who's placed one for Michael Owen! Oh, this is incredible!
Michael Owen, he's got goals with him, but it's still Owen. Oh, what a goal! This 18-year-old has electrified the world. Top of the world.
Yeah, that's right. He won the Premier League, the FA Cup, 3 League Cups, Europa League, and a Ballon d'Or. Brilliant. Top owner, trainer, Michael. Well, not trainer, but owner. Michael Owen is with us now. Michael, what a pleasure. How are you, Michael?
Morning.
Yeah, morning, guys.
Now, Michael, I've got to get my cards on the table right now. Dino, you missed it earlier. Said, how can you go from Liverpool to Man United? Absolutely
I never
disgrace.
said that.
And that is shocking,
Don't believe
Dino.
him.
That's shocking.
No, he's doing everyone this morning. He's tucked Neil Warnock up. He's tucked Ollie Klink up about his Barnet. Who else got it? What's his name on Talk TV?
Mike Graham.
Mike Graham,
yeah.
tucked him up.
Yeah, well, anyway, I was delighted. Michael, where does this rank? You know, I see you at Royal Ascot a lot. This is a bit special, isn't it, Glorious Goodwood?
Yeah, these weeks go in the diary straight away, don't they?
Yeah, brilliant.
I mean, it's brilliant. And the weather normally plays,
glorious,
plays up to it. Yesterday wasn't great, but today's better, and great racing. I mean, today's big race is just so exciting.
He should have won the Guineas, shouldn't he, the favourite today? But look, that's the way it goes, you know, racing, there's hard luck stories. He should have won the Guineas, didn't, but he's put it right now. He's a bit special.
He is a bit special, yeah. We don't see these come around every year, and you know, I was fortunate enough to watch Frank around here a long time ago. I'm not comparing him to him, but I mean, his dad Kingman was pretty special as well.
Yeah.
The way he pulled out and zipped up the straight here, and this lad looks, he looks smart.
Tell me, when did you first really get the buzz for racing? When you were at Liverpool with Chester or before that?
It was my dad. When I was a kid, I used to play a weekend, and if I scored a goal, my dad would give me £1 and say, go on, you go in the sweet shop, and he'd go next door into the bookies.
Did he?
If I didn't score, if I didn't play well, he'd say, right, you sit there, I'm going into the book. So he'd go in and have a 50p patent every single Saturday.
Yeah.
And of course, back in our day, there's no sport on the telly really.
No.
You know, bit of grandstand and things like that on a Saturday, and so we'd go back, and after football in the morning we'd go and watch the racing in the afternoon, and I'd cheer my dad's horses on, and eventually once I started getting pocket money, I'd can I have a little bet, Dad? And that's how it started.
So just to let our listeners know, you employ, 45 people now up at Manor House Stables up in Cheshire. How many horses?
Yeah, so when I was 23, I think it was, 22, 23, I knew this was going to be my game.
Did you?
In the future. And I thought, I've got to start now and obviously have your career and do all you can, but I want something when I retire that I'm going to fall straight into, that I'm going to love, and it's going to be my passion forever. So I bought an old arable farm, 170 acres, in Malpass, just about 10 miles short south of Chester. And for the last 22, 23 years, gradually improved. We started with 5 horses. We're training about 130 now.
Wow, that's brilliant.
We've got, employing about 45 members of staff, and the whole operation is pretty big. I didn't expect it, and I didn't not necessarily want it to get this big, but it is, and it runs away with you, and there's no stopping now. I want to get bigger and better.
Syndicates, have you got any footballers or ex-footballers involved?
Absolutely, yeah, loads of syndicates. We like every yard, you cater for everything. There's individual owners, and then you've got to cater for the masses as well, let's say. But yeah, footballers wise, I mean, Sir Alex has got 2 with us. The Liverpool team, there have been 6 of the Liverpool team that have been big supporters in recent years, the likes of Trent and James Milner, Lallana, Henderson, Robertson, Oxlade-Chamberlain. They all have had a few horses. The Brighton team have got 4 horses with us.
No,
and they've had a lot of
Dino's
success.
got loads of spare.
No, I used to have one. I said to Michael once, a bit naively, he said, I've sold all the horses that we bought. The yearlings, I got 5 left, and I said to him, I tell you what, I'll have the quickest one then out of the 5. He went, they've not run yet. I went, what do you mean? He goes, well, we can't run them because they're too young.
Yeah.
So he said, we don't. He said to me, I said, well, I'll have the quickest. He went, no, you're not getting it.
I'll tell you in a few months.
Yeah, they were like 50 grand, something like that. He's trying to squeeze off me.
Petty cash for you, Dino.
No, I was going to ask you. So this business, you've kept it going. What have you learned from when you first started to now?
Well, I've always thought when I was a player, because my role in many ways is the chairman type of thing, isn't it? I don't train them on a day-to-day basis. I've got other things.
Great.
Well, exactly. I've got to sort of oversee the business. So if you're the chairman, the last thing that you want to do as a manager is tell manager what team to pick and who to do this and what to do. They're the expert. Put the experts in the different roles, like in any organisation, and you just almost manage from above and just watch them do it, encourage, help, solve problems, etc. But you can't do every job. It's a massive organisation now, so you can't do every job. So you've got to trust people, put the right people in place, and let them do it. A little bit like, as you say, management and.
So the dream would be to win a derby or to have a top Group 1 horse, because the stable at the moment is fine and it's brilliant. To breed off, would that be? We talk about breeding, which I love. Not just when I first got involved, I'm near Newmarket. I loved the sangster. Not took me under his wing, Clive Britton, Charles St George, and I was intrigued by. What do you mean bred by him? The damn this and done that. It's fascinating to me.
Yeah, it's fascinating to me and continues to be. I mean, we've been fortunate. We've had a Group 1 winner at Manor House, Brown Panther, all those years ago, which I bred myself. Trainer Hugo Palmer, he's been with me now nearly 4 years, and he's danced the top dances. He's won the Guineas and all kinds of Group 1s and classics all over the world. So, I mean, he's been there, seen it, done it. So we've got the facility, we've got the trainer, we've certainly got the passion and hopefully the know-how. So, yeah, I mean, things are going well. We had 2 Group 3 winners on Saturday at Ascot, which was
watching, brilliant.
Which was huge. Another winner this week at Goodwood would be nice.
But that's great. So, do you get excited about the sales when the sales come round, or are you like, oh my God, how much am I going to have to spend here?
Well, there is a little bit of that. It's a little bit risky, the game I'm in, because I'll go out and I'll underwrite 20, 30 yearlings, and if I don't sell them on to my clients, then that's the hole in the business that will kill the business.
The bill's down to you.
So you've got to know your client base. You've got to know who's going to buy and who's not going to buy, etc. So yeah, it's a quite a risk. But once they're all sold, once they're training, then it's quite a stable, forgive the pun, a stable business for most of the year. But yearling sales is when it gets a little bit treacherous.
And the football, so a little bit of football. We'll talk football in a moment, but just the footballers now, it's a different bunch to when I played, then Dino played, and you played, Michael. They seem to go train and go straight home, whereas in our day, or in my day, it was terrible. We go to the pub, we go for a game of snooker, we go racing. Is there still players out there that would like to, get involved in the Sport of Kings, maybe have a leg or a syndicate? I
think so. I do think you're right. I mean, our culture, our heritage, racing's in our blood, in a lot of people's blood. Whereas if you're coming from certain countries around Europe, there is no racing, or certainly it's not as popular as it is in the UK. So it is a bit different, but there are still people out there. As I said, we train for lots of different footballers, different teams. I mentioned the Brighton team before. They've got 4 horses with us, and they've had incredible success already. In fact, one of them, they've got 2 horses running this week. They've got Seagulls 11 that runs on Saturday, and they've got Seagalazzo that runs on Thursday.
Is that blue and white stripe colours? Yeah. And Fergie, I'm fascinated because he absolutely loves his racing, doesn't he?
Yeah. Well, I've always been hoping to have a good one for the boss, because obviously he can get a bit angry. And this year we've had a nice one for him. We've had a horse called Triple Double A, and he went and won a hat-trick. He won 3 races early on in the season, and then he ran 4th in a big race in Ireland as well. So the boss is happy at the minute, which makes us all happy.
Yeah, he's a great character, absolutely. No, Dino, I'm surprised you've not been involved. Are you too tight or not?
No, years ago I had one. Years ago, I think I was playing for Oxford. We had the players bought a horse between us. Jeremy Charles, remember him?
Yeah, of course I do. Swansea had a great side in those days.
Yeah,
Alan Curtis, people like that. Pooh.
Yeah, so we had a horse over the jumps, but since then I've not had one. But I am going to buy one, and I'll go to Michael first.
Michael, talk about jumps. You're not interested in jumps?
Not really. I mean, I like it, but I think at the end of every season, you get a little bit of time off, and of course it's the summer in the footballer's world. You get a month off in the summer, let's say. So that was when I would go racing. I'd go to the Guineas, I'd go to all these race meetings. So the flat captivated me, and I like speed. I get bored when a race that lasts 10 minutes around whatever these jump, soaking wet ground, and they're clambering over, and the horses are knackered at the end. Yes, I like jumps racing. If flat racing wasn't a thing, then I'd have my business in jump racing. But there's no comparison to me.
So I remember I was watching gallops in Newmarket. I just finished football, and Clive Britton was a trainer at the time from Carlsberg Stables in Newmarket, and he said, "You going to Chester?" I said, "Yeah, I've got to go up to the Midlands, change my clothes, and head." And I told a fib to the wife. I said, "Look, I've got to have treatment, I've got a groin strain." She said, "Hold on a minute, the football's finished this summer." I said, "Yeah, but they're worried about it, so I've got to go up." I was playing for Coventry at the time, which was a quick shower, get the gear on, poof, Chester. He said, "Oh, that's a shame." He says, "Because Sheikh Mohammed's helicopter's going. We're leaving at 11 o'clock. And I looked at my watch, it was 10 past 10. I went, "Bear with me." Straight down to Newmarket High Street, bought a suit, bought shoes, made the helicopter. We arrived at Chester. Brian Robson was waiting for me, right? And we had lunch. He said, "What's going on here?" I said, "Oh, it's a long story, Robbo." Anyway, the first, you know what it's like at Chester, you've got to be drawn low in the sprint, first race. And we were back. So anyway, we have a great day. I'm back in the helicopter going back, and Clive Britton's all smiles. He said, "Did you back the one in the first?" I went, "No." It was a horse called, never forget it, called A Buzz. And it was drawn 1, and he led out the stalls, turned left, bang, won the race. He said, "Why not?" I said, "Well, you never told me." He said, "We didn't ask." So they had all won a fortune, and I'm sitting there, I'd done my brains, but I'd still had a great day. And that was just that's the story of my life, to be honest. I got off the helicopter, looked at it, I thought, how did I lose money today? But Chester is special, there's no doubt about it.
Chester's our local, it's our bread and butter. It's unique, it's brilliant. We're here at a great track, at glorious Goodwood today, but yeah, Chester's where home is, and where it's important that we win. I mean, my stable's been champion trainer, champion yard there for the last couple of seasons, and we need to dominate our patch as well as trying to come far afield.
Is that your favourite track, Chester?
Yeah, I love Chester. I mean, it's just so unique. You've been there. I mean, it's as close to a football stadium as you can get. It's a mile round. It's sunken in the city walls. It's almost like a bowl atmosphere. It is brilliant.
But those going back to my day, Terry McDermott and Hansen and that crowd, great side. Graham wasn't really into his racing, Graham Souness, but a lot of the boys were, and it was just magical. It was magical. We're going to talk football next with Michael Owen, 8:43.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Benchmarks Kitchens and Joinery. Get trade prices on kitchens to suit all styles and budgets at Benchmarks.
Okay, don't go anywhere because our special guest Michael Owen is staying right here. We're going to continue chatting number 9s as Gyökeres makes his move to Arsenal. Ollie Watkins gets links to Manchester United, and of course Isak to Liverpool. Wow. In the last hour of the show, we'll also be joined by Baggies boss Ryan Mason, looking ahead to their season. Big season for West Brom. They're opening against Blackburn. It's live on talkSPORT 2. And ITV Racing's Ed Chamberlain will be here live in the Coral Box, looking ahead to another brilliant day of racing here at glorious Goodwood, and it is sensational. We're back in a tick.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Benchmarks Kitchens and Joinery. Get trade prices on kitchens to suit all styles and budgets at Benchmarks.
Minutes before 9 o'clock, talkSPORT Breakfast live in the Coral Box. Alan Brazil, Ballon d'Or winner Michael Owen, a man who's been called a balloon now and again, is Dean Saunders. Right, it's time now to talk about what's becoming this... You know I don't mean it, Dino.
I know.
What has become the saga of the summer.
Down to Isaac, it's a second goal, it's another goal for Newcastle United. It's converted from 10 yards out by Alexander Isak.
Unfortunately for Newcastle, there's a food chain, and Newcastle aren't as big as Liverpool.
It's very tentative for Isak, you know. He's in great position. It's very tentative for the club, how much money they offer to him.
I mean, the Newcastle fans are not going to like this, but I would look at the situation and think, by the way, Liverpool are trying to conquer the world. If they sign Isak, they'll be favourites to win the Champions League.
Into the edge of the box, flicked on dangerously. Isak! 1-0.
Yes, Michael Owen still with us this morning up to 9:15. Then he's a busy boy racing day 2, glorious Goodwood. Beautiful out there. Dino, we'll have to pop the other side of the course just to check the Isle of Wight out later on, won't we?
Yeah, I'll come with you.
See Roger? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Isak, Michael. He looks a bit special, doesn't he?
He is.
I'm in a way, I'm gutted for Newcastle if he does leave. But then again, if he goes to Liverpool, you'd imagine Liverpool are strong favourites to win it again.
Yeah, but has football ever been any different? Certainly not in my generation. You know, you get top players, and you know, if a Berbatov or something came available at a Tottenham, then Manchester United used to buy them. If any decent player comes available, the big boys come, and eventually, you know, they move. And it is sad because you want competition in football, but you know, you put yourself in a player's point of view. If we didn't have, and I know people will say, you know, you should stick to this and do that and whatever, but if you didn't have ambition, then football would be not. It's all about players. You've got one short career, trying to win as much as you can, trying to get to the best team, and that's what drives everybody. And people will say it's money, and it's not. A lot of people, most footballers just want to be in the best team, playing in the best competitions, winning the trophies. And unfortunately, this scenario will never ever change.
Yeah.
Well, the only difference I would say is the owners are that rich they can say no now. You're not going anywhere. Like Newcastle's owners could just say to him, no, you're not going. I don't care how much they offer us.
But what happens if he throws his dummy out and becomes a bad lad in the dressing room?
Well, he's got 3 years left. He's got 3 years. It's whether he's prepared to act like an idiot for 3 years, sulking, or he just gets on with it.
Michael, there's a distinct lack of top goal scorers at the moment, isn't there? You know, they're all after them, and Gyökeres has gone to Arsenal, and that could be the missing ingredient. Arsenal, let's be fair, are a good side. They keep falling short, but he could be the answer. Could be, I'm not sure, but he could be.
Well, exactly. The pressure on him is incredible. I mean, because Arsenal have been needing a centre-forward for a long time now, and all of a sudden they've got one. Everybody thinks, right, that's the missing piece of the jigsaw. He's then gone and taken number 14, which just adds another load of pressure on with Thierry Henry in his shadow in many ways. So, yeah, but if he strikes, you know, and he's good, then Arsenal are serious challengers again. But if not, then I can't see anything but Liverpool. I mean, Liverpool won the league by 10 points last season. They got 2 points out the last 12 when they weren't even really trying. They could have won it by 20 points. That's winning the league by a mile. And it's going to take some effort for anybody else, when it also looks like Liverpool are arguably stronger than they were last season.
They only lost 2 games up to when they won it.
Yeah, incredible.
So how do you get above that?
Well, exactly. It's going to be hard. But if I mean, this lad needs to be good for Arsenal, doesn't he?
Yeah, just at the bottom now, Manchester United, Tottenham, 2 of my old clubs, one of yours. It's remarkable how poor they were last year, both of them.
Yeah, and the final, that Europa League final, was as bad a game as I've seen for a long time. So, I mean, they can't be as bad as they were. And I think if you're going to give them any leeway, it's that they knew they weren't going to go down. They knew they weren't going to win anything for a long time. So they both prioritised that competition.
Yeah.
They're not going to be as bad as they were, but I can't see them jumping straight back into the Champions League positions next season. But you'd expect a far better showing from both clubs.
Mate, an interesting one. Manchester United linked with Ollie Watkins. I'm going to come on to Jack Grealish in a moment, but Ollie Watkins, the Villa link. Ollie must have been really disillusioned when Rashford came on loan and he plays and he drops Ollie. Now, I don't know about you, Michael. I don't know about you, Dean. I would have the right hump if that was me.
Well, his argument would be that I got you there. My goals over a period of 2 years, and he scored lots of important goals, got him into the Champions League, and when the big game come round against PSG, and then the follow, was it the game after Man City, another big one, he left him out of both games, you would be raging.
Absolutely. That's a scar forever for me. If a manager did that to me, I mean, I can't help it. I want to play in the big games, and if I felt as if I've contributed, and he has over the last few years, if you then get dropped for the biggest game of all, the biggest game in the club's history in recent history anyway, that's a dagger to the heart. And you can't forgive and forget that.
Well, I thought he must be injured, but clearly he wasn't. And I'm like, what are you doing? You know, I'm like you both. That'd be it. See you later. I'm off.
We were all strikers, right? We look at games through a striker's eyes. If you were playing now, do you think your first goal for Liverpool, if you think about it, through ball, did you went round the keeper?
Slotted it past
the keeper. I don't think they get them passes early, because your speed of thought as a striker, if the defenders aren't in sync, you get in on goal.
Yeah.
But if the ball don't come, because they're having 150 passes in their own half, I mean, they're a dying breed.
The game is changing massively, isn't it? It's becoming so data-driven, so technical, so robotic now. You mentioned before, Alan, there's hardly any centre forward. Nobody. If you're in an academy now, there's hundreds of centre forwards, and you're all as pairs trying to link up and whatever. Now there's just we don't even have pairings up front anymore.
Michael,
so we've got no strikers.
Tell me what you think of Haaland, right? For me. Listen, don't get me wrong, his goal record is sensational, and I think he'll come back next year, I really do, and score loads again. But he doesn't seem to me as he wants to get involved in build-ups. He's not interested. It's a different game now. All he thinks about is the last third, the 18-yard box. He doesn't come, show, spin out, leave space. That's all gone now.
I think it's hard in City's team because everybody just sits back onto the edge of the box, loads of numbers, and they know what City want to do. So I think it's hard to be a centre forward for City from that point of view. To get involved in the build-up is quite difficult. I don't think his build-up play is great, full stop. So it might be a blessing in disguise.
Ian Rush was like that. He wasn't really bothered about being involved.
Well, Kenny had it in the feet all the time. Yeah. Kenny was brilliant in the feet. His big backside, he'd hold it up, brilliant. But Rush, he just thought about getting him behind.
Kenny used to half turn and put him in.
Oh yeah,
loads of goals he scored from that.
Yeah. What was I going to say? City, just on City. Can they bounce back? Because they had a blip, didn't they? And then had a good run, but it still wasn't the City that Pep, thrilled us with. They were fantastic. Can they bounce back? Because Chelsea are emerging. Arsenal with Gyökeres. City have got to bounce back this year.
I just think that they were so far off it last season. There's so much change this season. They're almost unrecognisable, the amount of players they brought in the last year or so, and I think that takes a little bit of time of bedding in. Rodri will be back, of course, but there's no guarantee. He's a big lump of a guy, and coming back from an ACL is no guarantee. No, I don't think they'll win the league. I'm sort of firmly in Liverpool's camp. If there's going to be an upset, I think Arsenal and a big outsider maybe Chelsea. I don't think City can bounce back that quick.
If Liverpool sign Isaac, how do you see the starting lineup for the season? Who's going to play on the left?
Salah's going to play on the right.
Salah on the right, and then you've got on the left you've got Gakpo. Obviously Diaz is gone. Looks like he's gone.
Yeah.
And then you've got Wirtz, who can play on the left.
Yeah.
But I don't know how he's going to line that.
I would think Wirtz might play in the central area more as one of the, instead of Szoboszlai or McAllister and players like that in that position. So I would have thought Gakpo left and Isak if he joins. They've just spent 90 odd million on another striker, haven't they?
Was you a bit surprised he let Diaz go?
Yeah,
I like Diaz.
I like him. I'm not sure whether it's the club wanting him to go or he was. Why would you want to leave Liverpool at the moment to go to an inferior league, an inferior team?
Mane done it. I was surprised when he left. Mane.
Well, that one was brewing for a while. I don't think there was not bad blood. That's the wrong way to say, but that was brewing. I think he wanted to go a year before, and they sort of negotiated that. Go on, do one more, and then we'll let you go, and it'll be a reasonable price, etc. But I'm surprised at the Diaz one.
What about Nunez? Do you think they'll keep Nunez?
Well, not if they get Isak. They'll have to bring in money from somewhere.
What would
they?
you say to Nunez? Because I like him a lot. He tries his heart out. It's just that finishing. You know, 1 every 4 he scores.
Yeah, but you say just that finish now. That's the hardest thing in the game, isn't it? It's like just that finish.
So what would you say? If it was me, I'd say you get behind the back 4 or the centre half or whatever. You've got more time, you think. You know, just count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Drop a shoulder if you like, and then slot it, like you mentioned earlier. I don't see players do that now. They're all in a rush.
I don't think you can. That's
Teach
the skills that he's not the best at. They were taught when you're 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, given me running through 10 times in a game as a kid, I'm finding out my finishing. I tried to go round the keeper, didn't like it. Tried it 100 times, didn't like it. What do I like? I like the slot finish. What about the big touch? And then
you didn't like going round the keeper?
Hated going round
loved
the keeper. Yeah, and see some people can do it. I used to watch Ronaldo do it, R9, all the time and think, oh, how easy. That's the easiest way of scoring a goal.
But don't forget, goalkeepers are dopey. Right, you drop a shoulder, you give them the eyes, and they'll fall for it.
Well, I used to try to give a big touch, and the goalkeeper was dopey. They thought, oh, he's touched it, and they'd dive at my feet. But then I had the extra little bit of the little afterburners to get there and dink it. Yeah. I found that a natural finish. But this is what I'm saying. You find out these things when you're a kid. You know, I know you drop the ball anywhere in a box. I know what to do.
Yeah.
Not that my way's perfect, but I know what works for me.
Yeah.
And I just don't think he looks like a player that's not had that repetition. It's repetition, and he just doesn't know what to do when he gets in certain situations.
Because he works hard enough.
But he's absolutely brilliant in other
Some players
situations.
Have a crystal clear picture of what to do, like in slow motion, and other players it's just a blur when they get in. They can't see the corner. It's just panic.
Quick one. Who's the goalkeeper that you feared 1-on-1 with? Me, Shilton was the best. Shilton never used to move till he kicked the ball. You could dumb him all you like, he never moved. He was brilliant. Who was it? Schmeichel?
Schmeichel was the best, but I scored against him. I was okay against him. Who I hated was, remember Brad Friedel?
Yes.
He was at Liverpool with us, and he knew how I used to finish, because I could delay my finish. I wasn't in a panic. And I wanted the goalkeeper to make it like to dive at my feet or to move. Yeah. And he knew what I wanted to do. And he used to always stand big. And if a goalkeeper stands big and then it's on you. So when he played for Blackburn and other teams, I used to find it hard to score against him.
Do you know?
Schmeichel used to, when he started the starfishing, where he come out, so they used to dive at your feet, didn't they? And you could then get over the body. But then he started making himself big. And the chance is gone. I should have megged him.
Yeah, you should.
You know, he's got his legs there,
like, and
then after you've tried to slot it and you hit his leg, you think, oh, look at his legs. I should have gone straight through his legs. So, but you don't play him again. You know, you've only played him twice a season.
Yeah.
But I didn't like playing against Schmeichel.
Nah, great times. Right, coming up, we're going to ask Michael if Rashford's moved to Spain exactly what he needs to revive his career. Loads to come. Another 15 minutes of Michael Owen. This is great. We're talking racing as well. It's 9 o'clock on talkSPORT.
James Trafford will wear the number 1 shirt after being re-signed by Man City and becoming the most expensive English goalkeeper ever. He left City 2 years ago, moving to Burnley for £14 million. Pep's now paid £27 million to bring him back. Well, elsewhere at City, talkSPORT understands Everton and West Ham are still interested in signing Jack Grealish. The winger has accepted his time at the Etihad is over after being left out of the Club World Cup squad. His former teammate Gabby Agbonlahor says Grealish hasn't loved every minute of his time at the Etihad.
Could it have been better? Of course. Could he have scored more goals? He'll definitely say he could have got more goals and assists, 100%. And when he looks back, would he say, I enjoyed my role at Villa where I was the main man and I could get on the ball and do whatever I liked.
Yeah.
Was his football more enjoyable at Aston Villa? I'll say definitely, yeah.
Well, over at Sheffield Wednesday, the departure of manager Danny Rowe and the closure of Hillsborough's North Stand are the latest developments in a chaotic summer. Wages have gone unpaid. The local MP said the club is being held hostage by the owner, and now some fans are fearing the worst. talkSPORT's Sheffield reporter Alan Biggs has given his verdict.
It's just a story of chaos and appalling decision-making from the top. Mismanagement is not too strong a word for it. Total mismanagement. I've never seen a situation or a club like this crumble in football to this extent.
And last but not least, talkSPORT's very own Jamie O'Hara has put together an on-their-day team. Anyone they missed?
We've got Corrali in goal. We've got Jonathan Woodgate, Ledley King, Chris Samba at the back. Absolute units. And then we've got Diaby and Wiltshire in midfield. Great shouts. We've got Hatem Ben Arfa on the right doing bits. We've got JJ Kocher and Adel Taarabt as the 2 number 10s, absolutely making things happen, doing zero defending. Got Georgie Kinkladze on the left, just skipping past players for fun. And up front, sadly, Andy Carroll gets nipped at the post right at the death. Kanu gets in there.
There's plenty more at talksport.com.
Okay, 6 minutes after 9 o'clock, talkSPORT Breakfast with Arnold Clark. Build your own car deal online, all with a few clicks. They make buying your next car easy. Alan Brazil Dean Saunders live in the caller box. But right now we're still joined by someone who did this way back in 2001.
Michael Owen again. It's there! Michael Owen strikes again. And incredibly, Liverpool have turned it round. The boy is a genius.
Lovely. Michael, I remember going to Munich, watching that England game against Germany. Fantastic. That'd be one of your memories, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, what a day that was. We just got beat, hadn't we? Only a few months before. Last game of Wembley by Germany. My old mate Didi Hamann scoring the winner, and we had to win. We had to go to the Lions' Den and win against our old enemy. So yeah, to win that, and it was one of those, wasn't it? You look up at the scoreboard at 5-1. It's almost like it's just not. How they were good at the time, and we absolutely battered them.
So Didi likes his horses, doesn't he?
Loves it.
Yeah,
loves it.
Does he come around the stud? Does he come around
he
the
does.
yard?
He's back over in Germany now. He's working on the TV out in Germany, doing well. But he's the best guy.
Yeah,
absolute.
Well, I was going to ask you. You had a few problems with your hamstrings in your career.
Yeah.
Probably. Did that finish you off? That injury?
Yeah. Well, it didn't in terms of you can still play, but it finished me as me.
I remember you saying to me you were frightened to sprint.
Yeah.
Because
yeah, and you can't. You there. That's what generates all your power, and me without 100% power is just a decent footballer. Me with all my powers is you know, a good player. But yeah, over time, that's what killed me. I mean, I retired and I'm absolutely fine. I play in games now. I can go and play in, you know, it's all fine. I'm just a slower version of myself, but that's not a good version of myself.
You don't have any knee problems, ankle problems?
I did my ACL in the World Cup, but I mean, that's fine, yeah.
God, wait, you're 66. Jesus, I can't get down them stairs. Right, Michael, the listeners love having you on, and we're delighted, thank you. We've been flooded with questions. We'll get through as many quick-fire questions as possible. David Manchester says, oh, great to have Michael on. He says, Marcus Rashford has made the move to Spain. You did the same. Could you give him some advice? What advice would you have for Marcus?
Well, it were different times, different generations, of course. I wasn't prepared for mine. I mean, the opportunity came literally 2 weeks before it happened, and so I hadn't been to Madrid really or looked around. We didn't have a house. We went over quite cold, so it was quite hard to settle in, you know, just with the little things, especially for my family, my wife, and we had a 1-year-old daughter at the time, and I was away playing, and she found it hard, and all the rest of it. So with preparation, it's probably better. But for Marcus, I mean, he's got the biggest opportunity, hasn't he? What an opportunity! Fortunately, as well.
I was going to say,
very fortunately,
yeah.
But he's got to forget that and grab it with both hands. And he has got the ability. If his head's right, he has got the ability. But you know, he's had a few chances now. It's not really happened. He needs to grab this one with both hands.
Yeah. Trent seems prepared, doesn't he?
Well, he was fluent. He was fluent before he went, wasn't he? Yeah, he had prepared. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be fascinating watching those two in the you know, especially playing against each other, two big rivals. El Clasico is going to have an extra bit of meaning.
If Marcus plays,
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, but he's such a talented boy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's quick. He's got good touch. He can score. I mean, he has done it in one season. He banged in a load of goals. Yeah. So you know it's in there somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. This is Clive in Brighton. Michael, you're an England legend. Do you think Thomas Tuchel will finally end our years of pain next year? It's an interesting one, this one with Tuchel. What do you think?
England have been doing great in recent years. I mean, I think we've been excelling ourselves. We've been getting to the latter stages of virtually every comp we enter. I think it'll be hard next year. I think it's going to be red hot in America in their summer. I think that's going to play into the favours of the South Americans and maybe the likes of Spain, who are doing particularly well at the moment. Listen, we're a good team. Are we a great team? Have we got, you know, players in all positions that you think, oh yeah, we're happy with it? No, I don't think we have. We've got some great players, but got other positions that I mean, defensively, I think I'm quite nervous now about, you know.
Well, I was right away thinking centre-backs.
Yeah.
Quarter-finals, maybe semi-finals, but then it could end.
Yeah, gun to my head, I'm saying it'll be difficult for us to win in those conditions. In America, it's going to be 40-something degrees.
Harry Kane's a year older.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, for me, looking at the England squad, I'm thinking, right, if he don't play, who's playing? So you got Ollie Watkins. Who else you got?
Ivan
Toney. You're going down the list of who's going to change a game at the highest level.
Solanke.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, exactly that. I don't
when you
think
were playing,
remember
the strikers? Andy Cole,
Fowler, Andy Cole, Shearer, Sheringham, Les Ferdinand, Ian Wright, Stan Collymore, Chris Sutton, Dion Dublin, Michael Owen. I mean, I've just named 10. But there's players like Robbie Fowler, Andy Cole was scoring 30 goals in the Premier League and not getting an international game. It was incredible. And now if you score 5 goals in your English, it's like, right, give them a chance in the squad.
Yeah, no, good point. This one, I know what he's going to say here. This is from a Toffee, Lee, the Everton fan. He says, now that we're moving into a new stadium, will the Hill Dixon Stadium have a better atmosphere than Anfield?
I don't know about that, but I'd be excited if I was an Everton fan. I mean, Moyes coming back in, he turned everything round.
Well, people don't appreciate what Davy Moyes has done in his career, I don't think.
Well, phenomenal last season. They have lost a lot of players. They probably more than any team need a bit of surgery over the next few weeks before the season starts. But staying in the league last season, I know it looked easy in the end, but for the last couple of seasons, it's been a worry. So they've got a good manager now in a new stadium, new owners. All of a sudden, things are looking up for Everton.
Yeah. Do you know what did that mean to you, Liverpool Everton games?
Well, it's the supporters. They all live with each other. You know, they're all like working together and the city split, and you don't want to send them to work on Monday morning. That's all you care about, really. Please don't get beat by Everton, so I can go into work in the morning with my head held up high. They all love it. I mean, you scored hundreds of goals in the derby matches, didn't you?
Only at Goodison. I never scored at Anfield.
Really?
I never scored in the derby at Anfield, but I scored a few at Goodison, yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. There you go.
I scored one at Anfield, and I missed a sitter against Everton at Goodison for the 5 minutes to go. A lob over Neville Southall. All I do is clear him. I still wake up in the night sometimes thinking about it.
By the way, Anfield, oh dear. Going there as an opposition was murder, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, I'm playing up front, and Hansen would be alongside me saying, "How was your sleep last night? Did you have a steak? What'd you have?" I'm like, "Leave me alone, will you? We'll just beat it. Leave me alone. I'm trying to concentrate in the game." This is on the halfway line. He was murder, he was, Jockey. He was absolute murder. But I only got one goal at Anfield. One goal, that was it.
You'd be playing, wouldn't you, at Anfield, and you think, have they got 12 players?
Oh, well,
I can't get near them.
There's nothing worse than being a striker playing in an inferior team, is there?
Yeah.
You know, it's the worst ever. You're not getting a kick. I played against Barcelona a couple of times. Literally, I don't think I had one touch. And we actually beat them when we won the UEFA Cup for Liverpool. We went to Barcelona and drew 0-0. I don't think I touched the ball once in 90 minutes.
Wow.
It's so demoralising.
Oh, no, well, you think I played against Souness, Jockey, Hansen, Phil Thompson sometimes, Matt Lawrenson, and when you get the ball, and Ronnie Whelan, Jimmy Case, he'd kick his granny, he would. You try and hold it up, Michael, and bang, if they weren't hitting you from behind, Graham was chopping you. It was really, really difficult up there. It really was. One last one, because busy day coming up. This is Graham in Coventry. This is a good one. He wants to know, please, Michael, do you think Frank Lampard has what it takes to be a top manager? They went well last year, Cov, and just fizzled out a wee bit.
Didn't he do a brilliant job? Yeah. Yeah, no, I absolutely think so, and I think we should be promoting this more. And, you know, when we've got a real talented generation of players and a lot of them want to go into management, and there's just very, very few opportunities in our country. All of us, we ever do is let everybody else buy for. And I just don't get it. And I mean, somebody like Wayne Rooney having to go to America, going to this place, going down to Plymouth, he's desperate to be a manager, and he's having to go to all these places. And don't get me wrong, you shouldn't be given things on a plate, but we make it difficult. Our FA make it difficult. I mean, I wanted to be a manager when I came out of it. I looked at it for 2 minutes and thought, that's just it. It's virtual. It's set up for me to fail. No, I'm gonna go to the. So you're losing people. You're losing players all the time. So I'm delighted Frank is doing well, because people are having a pop at him and whatever. And I thought he could have had a chance at the England job, actually.
Well, Frank doesn't need all this hassle, does he? And yet he said, no, I want to do it. I want to do it.
And lots of people do.
Yeah.
Thing is, Al, you're learning on the job, because you don't know everything about football, and things just hit you in the face. So if you can do them lower down, where there's not that many people watching, not that many people judging your mistakes, they've gone in at the top. Like Lampard's gone in at the top. You make mistakes there. Match of the day Saturday night, every substitution he makes wrong, you just get hammered.
Yeah.
So my advice to all of them, start down there, learn the job, and then work your way up.
Michael, one last one. Wayne, you mentioned Wayne there. Is he not interested in maybe having a horse or a leg?
He did.
Horse?
He had 2 horses with me at the stables. I think it's his family. He's not that bothered. His wife
going to say he ate him.
His wife.
Steady, Dino.
His wife likes the day out, but I think it's his granddad used to come down a lot. And he had. In fact, I think he had 3 horses with us. We had a couple of winners for him, but nothing too special.
Tell me, he's just passed. Did Alan Bailey train at your yard, or was that another one?
No, that was about 15 miles away.
Tarpley, he was a character.
He was. Yeah.
Michael, listen, we take each other on in the first. Roger Varian's horse, I think it's got a big chance. Lady Chartwell's one of mine from the stud. So listen, have a great day. I really enjoyed it. Hopefully you have, and come on anytime you like. And we're going to come up to the stables as well. Maybe do a show from there.
And I'm glad you're doing brilliant. It's a tough job, isn't it?
It is tough, but appreciate it. Enjoy
Brilliant.
it. Thanks,
Michael Owen, fantastic. Right, 17 after 9. Fantastic. This is talkSPORT Breakfast. Dino's alongside me. I feel a bit underwhelmed talking to you now, Dino. I'm sort of
I can take that. Hey, Michael Owen.
Oh, he's, by the way, Wayne
Ballon
Rooney's
d'Or
been on. Wayne's been on. He's texted me. You've had it.
Why?
He's going to knock you out.
Why?
Well, what you said
I was
earlier.
only joking.
He's got no. Well, he doesn't think so. He's going to knock you
Well,
out.
he had a racehorse and he ate it. I never said that. Look at Ollie shaking his head. What's wrong with that, Ollie?
Oh, give him a break.
I'm only joking. Wayne will be laughing.
Right, here we go. I tell you what, the championship. Let's talk the championship. Wow, wide open award. Now it's time to welcome this man.
Mason has a go and hits the spot, and the substitution has paid a rich reward for Tottenham. They heeded the warning that Forrest gave them, and it's the substitute who comes up with the goods.
After a long career at Tottenham, 8 years as a player and then 7 years as part of the coaching setup, Ryan Mason has now landed himself a big job, by the way. Make no mistake, a huge job at West Bromwich Albion. Ryan, a very, very good morning.
Alan,
Morning, Ryan.
Morning, Dino.
Ryan, I was just saying, Ryan, there, this championship this year is wide open. It's I wouldn't like to say who's favourites to go up.
Yeah, I feel like it's always a very difficult and a tight league. It's exciting. I think you obviously need to start the season well and try and build up momentum. But I think the reality is, if you look over the history of it, as long as you're sort of within touch and distance in the last couple of months, then anything can happen.
Ryan, obviously this is your first job where you can do what you want to do. You must be really excited. Obviously, you've been at Spurs, and
I am, Dean. I just heard you two talking about management though the last 5 minutes. So probably have a different feeling if I was listening to that.
Well, yeah, but you've got your hands full there now. It's a massive club.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, they've got a good manager in you, because I know you. I was at Doncaster with him. I'm not just saying it because he's on the line, but he's got a great attitude, great lad, very intelligent, and got a great chance of getting West Brom up.
Yeah, and just down there, Ryan, just down there, is it the Hagley Road, Birmingham City? Crikey, they've got money to spend as well, and they're going to be a player as well, I think. You get the teams that have come down. So, all in all, is your squad big enough, Ryan, at the moment? I know it's difficult to bring in players, but is it a big enough squad for you?
Obviously, it's still relatively early days in terms of the transfer window. The season's a couple of weeks away, and the window's open after that. I think the most important thing is sort of understanding what we need to be able to be competitive for a long season, because it is a tough season. It's relentless. We're obviously still in the early stages of trying to build something, but yeah, the reality is it's a big club, big expectations. That's what I want. That's what I need. I've sort of had that my whole life, and it's something we're all looking forward to, everyone that's part of it. So hopefully we can start the season well.
Yeah, so Ryan, just looking here, God, you've worked with some great names. Jose Mourinho, Conte, Ange Postecoglou, previously Pochettino.
There we go.
How the hell did you end up under Dean Saunders, for God's sake?
You knew it was coming. Ryan, I just give you a compliment, by the way.
Yeah, no, I'm going to return it. Don't worry, Dino. I had a loan spell under Dean at Doncaster. I think when you're young, it's important you're around proper football people. And yeah, Dean's a proper football person. So learned a hell of a lot from him, and helped me on my way to play in the Premier League.
Ryan, West Brom, I remember playing against Statham, Brian Robson, what a warrior he was, magnificent. The big centre-backs, Ali Robertson, John Wow, Cyril, God bless him. They had some great players, a great club, so I really wish you well, I do. And what about our old club, Spurs? God, what a disaster last year, apart from winning a European trophy. The Premier League form was horrendous, wasn't it? It was crazy.
Yeah, Alan, I think you've mentioned there the European trophy. That's history for that football club. That's never going to be taken away. In 10, 20 years' time, I think the club will look back on that history that was created. Obviously, the Premier League season was extremely disappointing. But I don't think we can forget the fact that, the club created history last year. They've set the team up and the football club up to play in the Champions League this year, which also allows better financial chances to sign better players. Obviously, I'm sure Thomas and the club will want to sort of progress from last season, but I can't call it a disastrous season when we've been part of something that's created history and won ultimately, because that's what football's about. It's about winning. You know, I'm pretty sure the last 10 years, every Tottenham fan would have said, I would trade finishing 4th or 5th to win a trophy. And the club, the squad, the team last year done that. And a European trophy is something massive.
Ryan, we pick things up as players off managers you work with. Alan just listed the managers you've worked under. Just one word answers what you've learned from these managers. Jose Mourinho. Winner. Poch.
It's a bit harsh, you know, one word.
Yeah. Well, you picked something up off him, don't you?
Go on.
Go on, Ryan. Poch.
One word. It's challenging me here. I'm going to call him a winner as well.
Ange.
Winner. Dino, for God's sake, give the guy a break.
One word.
Ange.
He's a winner, but more than just a winner, yeah.
What about Conte?
Winner.
A serial winner who lived and breathed everything. Yeah, incredible manager.
Do you know what, Ryan, when I look back, some great characters. Stevie Perryman, what a character. God bless Ray Clements as well. You've got Hod, you've got Ozzy. I see a lot of Ozzy and Hod now. You had Roberts, Paul Miller at the back, Chrissy Houghton, we see a lot. I just hope Tottenham can get back up there, top 5, top 6. I know you're West Brom manager now, but I really, Tottenham's a fantastic football club, like Manchester United. We need them challenging again, don't we, both of them?
Yeah, I mean, the foundations are there within the football club. And I'm sure internally at the club now, they want to progress on the platform that's been given to them in terms of Champions League football. It brings its different challenges. It's so competitive when you're playing every 3 or 4 days. And I'm sure they're aware they need to, build a team and a squad that can cope with the demands of playing games every 3 or 4 days and also being able to compete and try and win every 3 or 4 days.
Yeah. Ryan, just finally, the start of the championship, we're nearly there. How important is it to you to get off to a good start and get everyone behind you?
Yeah, I think naturally when you go into a new job, new environment, you want to get results. You want people to believe in what you're doing and what you're trying to create. And the earlier you can get that, the better, for sure. We've got 2 home games in the first 2 games of the season, one in the Carabao Cup against Derby. So yeah, we understand the importance of these matches, and hopefully, like you say, we can start the season well and give us a good platform to kick on.
Ryan, we wish you well, Dino and Marcel. Listen, good luck, great club, and I honestly hope you get a great start, and I hope you're right up there towards the end of the season. Well done, Ryan.
He deserved the chance, by the way, Ryan, because obviously his career got cut short, and he's gone into coaching, started at the bottom, and he's worked his way up to this job. So good luck.
Thank you, Ryan.
Good.
There you go, Ryan Mason, West Bromwich Albion. And it is a big club. I remember, God, they had some side. Going back a long time ago. The
Cyril Regis.
Whoa,
Laurie Cunningham.
Yeah. Brian Robson. What a star he was.
Is he the best player you've ever played with?
Rob was one of the best. Yeah, one of the best. But one of the best guys as well. He's top man. Coming up 9:30.
James Trafford will wear the #1 shirt after being re-signed by Man City and becoming the most expensive English goalkeeper ever. He left City 2 years ago, moving to Burnley for £14 million. Pep's now paid £27 million to bring him back. Well, elsewhere at City, talkSPORT understands Everton and West Ham are still interested in signing Jack Grealish. The winger has accepted his time at the Etihad is over after being left out of the Club World Cup squad. His former teammate Gabby Agbonlahor says Grealish hasn't loved every minute of his time at the Etihad.
Could it have been better? Of course. Could he have scored more goals? He'll definitely say he could have got more goals and assists, 100%. And when he looks back, would he say, I enjoyed my role at Villa where I was the main man and I could get on the ball and do whatever I liked.
Yeah.
Was his football more enjoyable at Aston Villa? I'll say definitely, yeah.
Well, over at Sheffield Wednesday, the departure of manager Danny Rowe and the closure of Hillsborough's North Stand are the latest developments in a chaotic summer. Wages have gone unpaid. The local MP said the club is being held hostage by the owner, and now some fans are fearing the worst. talkSPORT's Sheffield reporter Alan Biggs has given his verdict.
It's just a story of chaos and appalling decision-making from the top.
There's plenty more at talksport.com.
Here we go, 9:34 on talkSPORT. Day 2, glorious Goodwood. A little bit of chill out there, but still wonderful. What a setting, Dino. Scene set, out the back, the course, over on the other side, the Isle of Wight is just stunning, isn't it?
People putting tents up on that bank up there where they've got their own bookie.
Okay.
Just started coming in. Weather's lovely. Couldn't be anywhere better. The only place you could be better than this is the Masters, watching the golf.
Oh, I don't know. Don't get me wrong, I love the Masters.
Cricket?
I'd rather be here.
Cricket at the Oval?
No, I'd rather be here. Glorious Goodwood. Yeah, Dino, what's wrong with you? Right, we're live in the Coral Box. A reminder, the EFL is back this weekend on talkSPORT. It all starts Friday night. A double relegation outfit, Luton against the Dons. Go on, Ivor. Live on talkSPORT 2. Then the following weekend is the return of the Championship. Ipswich, the Super Blues, travel to Birmingham City. It's another big game. How are Birmingham going to do this year? And Ryan Mason's West Brom take on Blackburn live on talkSPORT 2. That's next weekend. Great to have Ryan on. Thank you, Ryan. Right, it was quite a busy day yesterday from glorious Goodwood as the Aidan O'Brien trained horse Scandinavia, get in there, my son, took the featured race of day 1, the Goodwood Cup, despite the stable jockey Ryan Moore electing to ride stablemate Illinois, who was, well, ran a cracker but finished second. Right, the day was marred, however. Oh, shocking. But a devastating loss of star stayer Truchan for trainer Alan King. I saw Alan after the race. He was distraught. It was, whoa, horrible. A horse which won the Goodwood Cup back in 2021, as well as 3 long-distance champion cups. The Sussex Stakes is the main race today. It's a cracker. We have the red-hot favourite in Field of Gold. So, looking ahead to another brilliant day here at Goodwood. Presenter of the brilliant ITV Racing, Ed Chamberlain, is with us now. Ed, a very good morning.
Ed. Alan, Dino, how are we? Very good.
Ed, let's reflect.
Thank you for having me on.
Can we reflect on Truchan first? I saw Alan afterwards. I wasn't aware of it, and I felt terrible. I said, oh, all right, all good. He went, no, we've just lost. I went, oh, my God. So sad.
That is our sport, I'm afraid. And these things happen. Half a ton of animal on those spindly legs, and this is always going to happen. It can happen in a field, it can happen anywhere. But yesterday's hard. I think it's probably the hardest part of my job, Alan, is having to break that news on
terrestrial television, particularly when it's a horse as popular as Truchan.
Yeah.
Just a cracking 9-year-old who had the most amazing life, and he was doing what he loves doing, which is running as fast as he can. And you say Alan was devastated. Holly Doyle yesterday, and I'm sure today she looked absolutely crestfallen. Cheryl, who looked, I get all the groom's names out on purpose, and it's when it's invaluable then, because young Cheryl went home without her beloved Truchan yesterday, which just breaks your heart. And I know the owners, David Hill, the owner, who's a lovely fellow, part of the Singular Partnership, and you know, they looked absolutely crestfallen, understandably.
Now, so looking ahead now, and we're so sorry yesterday, but looking ahead, the Sussex Stakes, a cracking race, isn't it? And
it is a proper race.
This favourite looks, he's a star, isn't he? For me, in my eyes, should have won the Guineas. Some people say no. For me, he was the best horse in the race, didn't win. But look, this is another day today and another big race. Some greats have won this race.
Absolutely, including his dad, who was a little bit unlucky in the Guineas as well, then went and won the Irish Guineas, then went and won the St James's Palace, exactly like his son has done. And his
dad was?
Kingman.
Yeah.
And he's the pin-up boy. For ITV, Al, you're always looking for a household name, like your Enables and Stradivariuses and so on. And this guy's got the potential to really capture the public's imagination. He's the most gorgeous grey. If you haven't seen him in real life yet, he is an absolute stunner. And you know what the public like? They love a grey.
Why is it we love a grey?
It's a British thing, isn't it? It's a British thing, yeah. And he's just got that wow factor. And there's 2 pacemakers in the race today who will set it up, so he could do something spectacular. But this is a different challenge for him. He's racing against horses outside of his own age group, so this is a new challenge for him. And if you think that Frankel was 8-13 against Canford Cliffs, who was 7-4, would you believe? 7-4 to beat Frankel. And this guy is even shorter. He's very, very short, and Rosalion's a really good horse, and the Australian trainer's got a nice horse, and Dockland's the Queen Anne winner. It's not going to be easy.
You mentioned Canford Cliffs there, our little syndicate. We've got a runner today, Lady Chartwell, and yesterday with a good runner. He finished really, really nicely. Shadow Dan Strojavarian, he'll go to the Ebor now.
Okay.
And he's got a serious chance. But
in the notebook, very good.
The ex-owner of Canford Cliffs, or the owner, he's part of our syndicate as well. He's a lovely guy. He's a beef baron. Yeah, he is a beef baron. He's a lovely man. He owned Canford Cliffs. Well, you know, what's so funny about that? Yeah, that's his industry. He imports more beef than... anyway, move on, Ed.
A beef baron. I've never heard that before. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
That's absolutely brilliant.
He's a lovely guy.
I love it. Fantastic.
Today, apart from the Sussex, what are you laughing at, Dino? What's wrong with you today?
I don't know. From the start of the show, you've been hilarious today. You've just hammered everyone.
I'm going to nick your line about this place being second only to Augusta. That's a great line. I love that from you as a sportsman.
Well, where else would you like to be now?
It's a magic place, this. It's a magic place.
Well, I was going to say, where does this rank in the great race? You've been everywhere.
God, what a question.
I've not been everywhere, but I've been a lot. But where does this rank?
Right up there. Listen, in my world, the Grand National's the biggest thing I do, and Cheltenham is sensational, but the weather's different. And Steve-O always persuades me the summer's always better. When I first took this job, Dave Stevens always said, you're going to love the summer more, and I hate to say it, but I'm starting to come around to that. The Royal Ascot's a long, stressful week. York's magic in a few weeks' time, absolute magic, but there's something totally different about this place. And I love Adam Waterworth's mentality. This is all about looking after people. The racing's really important, but it's all about everything else that goes on. The golf on Monday.
How do you know Steve-O so well? So you were an old Etonian. Steve-O was Windsor Comprehensive.
I was Ladbrokes and he was Coral. Basically,
what about the attendances?
But you're a Saints fan. You're a Saints fan. He's Pompey.
Well, we couldn't have been more opposite, as you say. We were
Dino.
Rival firms, rival football teams, and I went up in a plane yesterday, Al, and we started our show flying over the Isle of Wight, Chichester. We came over blooming Portsmouth, and I thought, what do I say here? And we went over Fratton Park, and I had to reference it, and it was like, oh my God, I've been stitched up here royally. I think the pilot was in on it. Stephen must have spoken to Sam, the pilot, taking us over that dreadful place.
Ollie, Press the button.
Sorry, Dino, you're allowed
to. The attendances at the meeting, are they what they expected?
We'll find out what yesterday was. Yesterday will be the quietest day of the week. It'll just build and build and build. Tomorrow's Ladies' Day, then Friday even bigger, and Saturday's just mobbed. And, you know, if this place can't get a crowd, nowhere will. And the crowds have been good around the country of late. And if you've never been here, I mean, you'd say it better than me. It's just a great day out. My family will come to this and love it.
Breaking news. The last few moments, Bayern Munich have confirmed the signing of Diaz from Liverpool, worth around £65.5 million. I'm surprised.
Strange.
Diaz has gone.
Why?
Maybe he wanted to go. I like Diaz.
And I do.
I think they're having a great summer, Liverpool. I think they'll bring another one in, I think.
Do you?
Yeah, I think
is that to fund Isak or what?
Could be.
If you're a right back, who would you rather play against? Gapco?
No one wants to grow up to be a right back. Jamie Carragher told me that on a Monday Night Football one night.
Who would you rather play against? Gapco, Wirtz or Diaz?
I haven't seen enough of Wirtz over here to be able to tell properly, but Diaz was he a great finisher? You're a great finisher. Was he a great finisher?
I just think he gives fullbacks a tough time, and he runs back without telling him. With enthusiasm, he runs that way and that way, and gets on the end of crosses. He's got a fire in his belly. You know, he's not one of them players that's just a passenger, a winger that's a passenger. Him and Salah, I just thought the best two.
Ed, who do you fancy this year? Liverpool again? Are they stronger?
It's so hard to retain it, isn't it? And they've had such a tough time. If that doesn't affect them, I'd be very surprised. The tragedy they've gone through over the summer. They're going to be difficult to beat. I like the regeneration. I like what he's doing there. And I'm sure they're going to bring in another big name. They wouldn't sell him otherwise. And Arsenal have strengthened. It looks between those two again, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But City should come back.
Not Chelsea?
Outside chance?
As Andy was saying, not for me, Clive. Particularly the summer they've had. I mean, they've, you know, how much time are they going to have off? Wouldn't mind playing Chelsea early in the season.
Well, it'd be interesting to see if they get a good start, because
this is my old job. I can't believe I'm discussing this. I've left all this behind.
They've only just finished, haven't they, Chelsea?
Exactly.
So we'd be interested to see
again.
if they have a bad start or a good start after what they've done over the summer.
What do you think?
I think they're going to have a good start.
Okay.
I think the manager needed the games.
Saints?
Oh, God, we have to.
This is wide open, the Championship, isn't it? We spoke to Ryan Mason there, West Brom. They're one of maybe 12 that could be up there fighting for a playoff or winning it. You know, it's really, really difficult this year.
It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. My lad's 16. It's much more fun in the Championship than the Premier League last season. And it's going to be fascinating for us with a young manager in his early 30s, Will Still. And I like the hierarchy at the club. I like the way they're going about it. But we have a very big squad at the minute, which needs a bit of rearranging. And you'd like to think he might be able to bring a couple more in because we need them. And that's going to be very difficult to bounce back from what was a humiliating season last season, let's be honest.
Ed, back to racing, the next big
Thank
one, would it be York?
After this?
Yeah, the big one.
Yes, we go Ascot for the Shergar Cup, then we go to Newbury, and then we go up to York, which, honestly, the Juddmonte International this year should be
York's a great racecourse.
The
punters, they pile in there. It's really, really...
It's like
really
here, I mentioned Adam Waterworth, William Darby there. They're two of the best bosses at a racecourse who listen to the customer and put on a great show. They really do.
And can I ask you about the government interfering with racing? This has got to stop, hasn't it?
Have you got to go to a break now?
No, but I said yesterday it's wrong. It's wrong. They clue what they're doing.
The bits that drive me mad, Alan, and I come off my long run on this and we could go on for hours, is why do they see betting as such a dirty word, if you like? Betting is absolutely integral to what we do.
It's a choice, isn't it?
Why can't we do that? And betting on racing is a skill, so it shouldn't be seen as the same as your slots and your online gaming and so on. I can't believe that. But also, racecourses are such a big part of the community, and just come and see how much people enjoy a day like today at Goodwood. Leave us alone, basically.
No, absolutely. You're spot on. Listen, have a great day. Day 2.
Thanks, Al. Thanks, Dina. Great to see you.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. It's great to have you guys here.
The face of ITV Racing, Ed Chamberlain. Thank you. 9:45. a right hump with you. Oh.
Has he?
You shouldn't have said that.
Why?
Colleen's not happy either.
Apparently, no news at school.
No.
His favourite musical
Dinner
instrument.
bell. Oh, God. Dino, give me a break. I've known you for a few years. Holy shit. That's about the 10th time you've told me that one. Talks about breakfast. Dean, the storyteller, Saunders. Scientists could be one step closer, here we go, in finding aliens with the key components to life found floating around a baby star. Here we go. A protostar hidden away in the constellation Orion, I'm getting good at this, was found with 17 complex organic molecules which are part of the building blocks to DNA, which form all living things. The research found the essential materials for life are more common in the universe than first thought, giving hope to alien enthusiasts. Do you know, what's the one question you would like to ask an alien?
Well, we had an astronaut on, didn't we?
Tim?
I asked Tim.
Yeah.
Did he see anything out there? He went, not really. A few things come flying past me, but not really. So an alien.
Yeah, but I also asked him, is there life out there? He went, absolutely.
Yeah. He did say that.
Yeah.
But if an alien walked in here now, I would say to him, where do you live, mate?
Yeah. Where
are you from?
Where is John Hills when you need him? Now, we're live in the Coral box, so let's get the latest odds with Coral and someone who definitely isn't from this planet, Dave Stevens.
The Coral Daily Download on talkSPORT with Coral. We're here for it. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.
And Steve, I'd love to see you, but I can't wait to meet Mrs. Stevens.
Yes, well, hopefully she's getting ready as we speak, because, you know, we've got to be back up here for the...
You've definitely sharpened up since you got married, you know. Yeah. What does he look like, Dino?
Oh, he does.
Oh, I told you, I've got to get my money's worth out of this suit.
Hugo Boss suit, that, you know.
Is it really?
Yeah, he's gone up.
Listen, I've got to respond to Chamberlain and all that grief about Fratton Park. He's got a photo of Fratton Park on his phone. That's how special that he knows that place is the best atmosphere you're going to play football. He knows it. It
is brilliant atmosphere.
Yeah.
Do you know, did I tell you the last time I was at Fratton Park? It's really embarrassing. It was freezing cold, end of January. I'm co-commentator for Sky, and I'm wrapped up. People say it's freezing down there, in that old ground. Wrap yourself up. To get to the commentary box, it's on the roof, Dino. There's one of them metal stair things you have to squeeze up the ladder.
Oh.
I got stuck halfway.
And you can imagine how sympathetic the Portsmouth fans were.
What, you couldn't get up or down?
No. My legs were dangling. I couldn't move. And they are hammering me.
So how'd you get down?
Well, someone had to give me a shove. They climbed up, give me a shove, and I got up. And then I waited till everyone went out the ground at the end of the whistle, and then I got down. I took everything off, and I got down. Oh.
Worse than that. I've got one worse than that. 6-0. Alan Bailey 3, Neil Webb 3. Yeah. And last game of the season, Swansea.
Player Alan Bailey was.
Where did he start?
Everton.
Here's one for you.
Birmingham.
No, I remember him.
Everton.
Cambridge.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Cambridge, there you go.
Unfortunately, talking of Portsmouth, we're not prominent in the betting for the Championship, certainly in terms of the title. Ipswich, though, Al, 7-2 favourites.
Ooh.
Southampton.
Listen, would I be taking that? No, I wouldn't. Listen, I want Town to bounce back, but no, I can't see it. Playoffs, yeah. Winning it, no.
Southampton 5-1 to bounce straight back. Birmingham, the club that Coral are partnering with, really exciting, 6-1. And we've got this news about Diaz leaving Liverpool. Is that going to just push them over the line in this Isak deal?
Is that or is Zach?
Isak.
Like it, Al. You're on fire today.
The beef baron. He's 1-4 to go to Liverpool, so we think that this deal is going to happen and he's going to be heading from Newcastle to Anfield.
Yeah, lovely. Steve-O, never mind that. What about the race? And day 2, Glory's good.
Yeah, well, listen, we didn't realise you've got a runner today.
I have got a runner. I'm not dressed. I'm can I be bothered going back to change now? I'll be watching from the Coral box.
She's a 28-1 shot.
Is she?
So she's an each-way price.
Lady Chartwell. She's all right, by the way. But she's drawn in the car park again. I don't know who does the draws for us. Every time we're on the outside. It's a joke. Someone's got it against me.
I'm not sure you should be talking about the draw here after you did the Stewards' Cup draw last year, and you said you were told to pick high out of a field of 30, and you picked 14.
The 17, I think. And I think the winner came from 18 the year before. And again, so don't you worry about that, Steve-O. I do my homework in racing.
Yeah. Anyway.
What odds are you going to give me field of goal today?
Well, yeah, we're not going to...
Coral, man, you're the
1 to 3, 3 to 1 on, Dino.
Get that anywhere.
Again, we heard from Ed. The sport needs the headline acts. And actually, I didn't realise this horse's dad, the sire, Kingman, had it exactly the same.
I didn't.
Unlucky in the Guineas. I think Knight of Thunder beat him at a big price, 40 to 1. Then won in Ireland, won at Royal Ascot, came here.
But look, I mean, unlucky in the Guineas. It was pilot errorship. Let's get it straight.
No, I was talking about Kingman.
Oh, Kingman.
10 years ago. Yeah. But Field of Gold comes in. This is a completely different test, though. Rosalian, really good older horse. Docklands, who beat Rosalian at Royal Ascot, another really good older horse. Carl Spackler, ex-American Group 1 winner. So this is something different. Yeah. It's what this horse got to do.
And the track's totally different to him.
Yeah, it is. Look, I mean, there's 2 pacemakers. So they could really set it up, as Ed said, we could see a proper explosive finish from this horse. But never, listen, 4 or 5 runners round here, you can still find trouble. That's how difficult this track can be. But I hope it's a coronation, because Ed's absolutely right. We need the superstars in this sport, and Field of Gold is looking like one of those.
Can you see it again beat?
Oh, no.
No, and I don't want it to. That's, you know what I mean? I think, you know... But that's really harsh on the other horses, because there's some really good Group 1 performers in their own right in there, Dino. But this horse feels a little bit special. William Buick takes the ride. He teams up with his old boss, John Gosden. I think we will see something special.
First race, Steve, I'm going to back Pseudo number 3. Number 5, excuse me, Roger Varian's horse. He said difficult race, he said, but he likes this horse, so that's my only bet today.
Roger had a winner yesterday, of course.
Roger's top man. He's a lovely man.
Beat the horse we backed into second. Sudo's 4 to 1. Sing us a song I like in that against you, so I'm taking you on in that.
Sing us a song, piano man.
There you go.
Sing us a song.
Billy Joel.
John Gosden was in great form yesterday. I spoke to John. Lovely.
Yeah. Well, John had the pleasure of meeting Dean Saunders, so that's
I presented him with the prize and the jockey.
I have to very quickly. Dino got stopped going into the Duke of Richmond's box. Very polite tap on the shoulder. Sorry, sir, you can't come in here without a tie.
Oh,
they found him a tie. Dino liked this tie. Tried to get out with it. And the same fellow. Excuse me, sir. I'm going to need my tie.
Somebody's nicked my tie, by the way. One of you lot have nicked my tie. Own up. One of them has nicked my tie, so I ended up. He was very polite, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, I've got
a tie for him. It was a lovely afternoon yesterday. Ollie Bell, I believe, in the cricket was out for a duck.
Yeah, well, he had the worst preparation any sportsman could have. An afternoon drinking with Brazil. I mean, there's no wonder he was out first ball, is it?
I was going home, and Ollie said Brazil, and I sat down, had a glass, and then an old school friend, same class at school, Holyrood in Glasgow, Arthur Gordon, turned up with his mate, guy called Stephen Adam, big Rangers supporter, and what an afternoon I had. It was brilliant.
You talk about old school friends. Right? You mentioned the astronaut Tim Peake. Yeah. I went to school with him here in Chichester.
Did he?
Yeah. You can tell one of us read the Sporting Life, can't you? Which one studied?
Apparently, going back to the cricket, Ollie Bell blamed the umpire. Oh. He said, I asked for middle and leg. He gave me the wrong guard. Oh. How's that for an excuse?
Well, he's learned from his dad, hasn't he?
By the way, I met Michael Bell as well. Ollie, Michael.
Talented family.
Not a lot to say good about Rupert. I'm sorry. Oh, dear. Poor old Rupert got hammered yesterday by both brother and son. What about that?
It's harsh. Worst officer ever at Sandhurst. Harsh.
Oh, exactly. Terrible. Steve-O, we're looking forward to today. What's your nap, please, before we break?
Sing us a song.
Sing us a song. There you go. That was a look at the latest odds, all thanks to Coral, 18plus, gambleaware.org. A reminder, breaking news for you. Bayern Munich signed Luis Diaz from Liverpool for a fee worth $65.5 million. He's the 4th significant sale from Liverpool this summer. Trent's gone, Quasi's gone, Gallagher out the door. Liverpool have recouped $114 million in player sales this summer. They've spent $269 million. Does that leave the gateway open for Isak?
And you forget they've won 120 odd million winning the Premier League.
Yeah.
So they've got money.
in great shape.
Yeah.
Have the odds, Steve, have the odds shortened? Sorry, just to catch you out.
2-1 favourites, Liverpool.
2-1 favourites.
Winning again.
Fancy the Reds, 2-1. There you go. Listen, I hope you've enjoyed the last couple of days. I certainly have. I will see you, hopefully, in August, because we have a little vacation coming up, Dino. So
thanks for inviting me.
I'll miss you, Dino. Well,
I'm going back. I'm back warming up now outside, waiting for a call.
Steve, all the best. Hopefully when I get back, you're still married. And looking forward to meeting Mrs. Stevens. Don't go away. Well, there's a certain show coming up at 10 o'clock. Not as good as this one, but enjoy.
The Coral Daily Download on talkSPORT with Coral. We're here for it. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.